Yeah, we're just gonna start now. Oh my god. Let me get the game music playing and the game on. Higher Zed. So
That
guess.
was strange that that channel doesn't show up on my end.
Do you have like the game night? I guess I don't know if I have it. Isn't there like a game night or something like roll? Yeah, game night roll that you just don't have, and that's why you can't see it. Yeah,
Possibly.
yeah, that's probably why.
Like,
Okay.
I'm guessing it's probably because haven't been super active here until recently.
Right. Yeah. Hold on. Sorry, I dropped my phone.
Not good.
Hello, everyone. So guess
Hey,
what
people.
happened last stream that I wasn't told about until like I was at the middle of work deciding to look back at my last stream. It turns out for the Phoenix Wright
What happened?
segment of the game, I think I said this in the gaming chat. No one saw the Phoenix Wright segment. It was all covered by my dumb cat face. I never.
Huh.
I forgot because I'm a big dumb stupid idiot. That's why.
I did allude to it. You having a Phoenix Wright section.
Right. But I mean, that segment in the live stream, no one saw it. It was. I forgot to, like, what is it? Unsee. Turn off my like we'll be right back thing.
Yeah.
It happened before. I was very confused. But this time, hopefully, everything is all according to Keikaku. For some reason, on Streamlabs, I can't see the chat, but I am seeing the chat from my phone because that's how I usually see it. Because I'm not cool enough to have two computers.
Not with that attitude.
I have no money. I keep spending it all on farming games.
Like Story of Seasons.
No, Coral Island. I think I talked about it in Gamer Talk. I've only
Might
played
have
it for
missed
2
it.
days, and now I'm obsessed with it.
I've been on a Borderlands kick.
Okay. No hate, no hate. All good.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know if I wanna. I would love for Miggles to show up, but I don't know if we're gonna go back to the Apollo Justice segment after Phoenix. But quick thing. Last time on Dragon Ball Super, we went back in time 7 years ago as Phoenix Wright. Or the
Where
turns
we get to see.
Baby Trucy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we are going to continue the trial. Okay. And can you see the streamer Zed? Important.
Yes, I can.
All right.
Very impressive, Mr. Wright. I have to say, I expected nothing less.
Also, people didn't see my freak out from last time where I realized, wait a second, this guy looked familiar. This guy looks, shady, you could say. Anyway. We've only just begun. I was hoping you could tell me a bit more about what happened, actually. He looks what?
He looks like a Smith more than anything.
Yeah.
I didn't think you would. Believe me if I told you. Better that you discovered the truth for yourself. I was thinking of you, you know.
I think we need less thinking and more talking. That night in the hospital, what really happened?
Ah, the way your eyes gleam, Mr. Wright.
That's weirdly okay.
You'll scare Trucy.
Speaking of which, where is she?
You have seen the problem yourself. The letter.
The one shot in the forehead. One, right?
Yes, and the reason he speaks of, I could not deny my mentor's wishes, even if it meant my own death.
Why not?
There's something I will not say, for now, at least.
At the end of this trial, what's this for now business?
I have done many things in my life. Some, well, some poorly. But this is a cross we must bear alone to our graves.
Dark? We?
You wanted to know about the night of the...
Pulls out his gun. Bang! Finally, this guy sure likes to take his time getting to the important stuff.
Of course, I have no intention of shooting my mentor. I snuck into his room that night at the appropriate time with those clothes on, and found there upon his bedside 2 pistols.
2? Wait,
Yeah.
hold on. Photo only shows 1! Oh!
Yes, the one I had used on stage, and the one that's been used by my partner, Valent.
Oh, before the Zack and Valence quick draw thing?
My mentor had the look of one sleeping. I stood by his bedside, hearing the light sounds of his breathing. Then I took the pistol in my hand. I cannot deny my resolve faltered for a moment.
You faltered? You mean you thought about shooting him?
Recall there's a reason I could not refuse his request. His last such request, though not his first.
So there were other requests you couldn't refuse before?
To be honest, I'm not always been steadfast, and I fear I brought pain upon Trucy.
Was Magnify coercing his disciples somehow? So what was going on in that Troop Grammary?
Yet, in the end, I did not shoot him.
I did not!
Instead, I turned and shot the clown, because he said my waifu is garbage. I took the pistol I had fired and placed it in my pocket.
In your pocket?
Bitch, do you not see the...
Yeah, I
pistol
was
in my
like,
pocket?
my boy is carrying in the courtroom.
I believe if you examine the bullet in the clown's head, you'll find it to be different than the one in my mentor. What were those called?
Rifling marks.
Yes, well, that is all I have to tell you concerning the case.
Concerning the case? You mean there's something else you can tell me?
You're a fascinating man, Mr. Wright.
Thanks?
Yes, there is something. My mentor, his eyes open.
What? Magnify Grammary?
The old Dever. He was not asleep, you see. Of course, the gunshot would have woken him anyway. And then we had our last discussion as mentor and pupil. It was not a long discussion, maybe 5-10 minutes or so.
That doesn't look like shady. What did you talk about?
Mr. Wright, did I not just tell you? It does not concern this case.
Zack Grammary. Seems pretty steadfast to me. One could say he's shady. Or maybe just stubborn. Mr. Rat, your presence is requested in the cart room.
Once again, I'm in your hands.
Right. Let's get back in there. April 19th, 11:37. Court is now back in session.
Reporting that case, a bullet was found and dug out from the clown's head.
Well, this is news. And the rifling marks?
There wasn't time to do a detailed analysis. Though they did find the weapon type matches the murder weapon.
Well, that's not very conclusive, is it?
Which is why I'm about to call my very decisive witness.
Your decisive witness? How many times have I heard those words? Though they often turn out to be far less decisive than you think. Don't get me started on the ventriloquist and the clown.
Or the clown. Yeah, especially the clown. Oh, do not worry on my account. I am quite confident this witness will do the job. And after all, he is intimately acquainted with the players in our little production. Oh my. Being the other half of Troop Grammari's famous duo. And a lot.
Valen Grammary. So we get to meet the great Magnify's other disciple. Look at him, he's so young. Woo! Wow, 7 years really hit him.
Yep. Perhaps we should start by asking your name and occupation.
Instead of doing the grand voice I was gonna do, I think I'm gonna do Happy Ana. Which I need to remember what he says. Valent Grammary, magician. And you're the decisive witness, are you? You can prove your fellow student, your partner's guilt? Fate. The grand illusion, filled with traps and tricks. Woo-woo-woo! Wait, the shooting took place in that hospital after 11 o'clock at night. If you're a witness, does that mean you were there that late? If one were to deduce this logically, the conclusion is yes! Okay. I always get the characters, don't I?
I see. I have an interesting fact for you. You see, several days before the crime, a witness received this.
That looks very familiar. Oh, wait. That's the same letters that Grammary received! Yes! Or perhaps I should say, ta-da! We got the spiky anime hair. Order, order, order! What does it say? Surely not the same thing.
Perhaps you should see for yourself.
To you, I entrust the task of lowering my life's curtain. Oh, damn. Come to the 13th, 11:20 p.m. I'll be ready. I will ready a gun with which you will shoot one shot square in the forehead. You cannot refuse. It's the same letter.
Note for note.
The court accepts this into evidence. Oh, that's not going to be confusing at all. In the court record. This is the most unusual. Exactly what was going on with you folks? What exactly is your troop Grammary up to? By which you mean? I'm just having trouble envisioning a man who would ask his student to kill him. Both of them, no less.
It's just my opinion, Ed Judge. But from the letters, I'd say he was coercing them, not asking.
Hold on, Grammary would be in the 37. Shh. Don't answer. 5, 8, 9, 40. He's only 44 in the present. How did Gray so quick? We walk the magician's
choice.
Yeah, we walk the magician's path together, and in so doing, shared much of our lives. When people are so close, there is strain, a warping of relations, you might say. Yet this has nothing to do with the case at hand. It definitely does, by which you mean you're not going to tell us. Which makes me wonder even more about this reason they couldn't refuse. Well, let's get on with the testimony for starters. The defendant, Zach Grammary, stands accused. Tell us why. Oh, I'll do more than that. For where he walks the red rose rise, singing hymns to the miracle that is magic. I don't like this one. He doesn't really do good alliteration. Fascinating. So I hardly need to remind you that the evidence could just as clearly point to you as the suspect. The letter, the murder weapon, and now the 2 bullets found at the scene. In fact, the only difference seems to be the designated time. Ha 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 ha! As every magician knows, timing is everything. That's what they say in my bedroom. Razid?
Yes, and it's now time to get this party fired up.
That night, I visited the hospital room at the time Magnify requested. The smell of gunpowder hung in the room, and my mentor had taken his final bow. I did not imagine my fellow student might have received the same instructions. Yet a deal with the dead is still a deal. Death's sweet kiss I gave to the clown. Then I informed the doctor and the police.
How many people are into Clussy in this?
We
I
into
know
that.
Francesca
I
is
just
into
realized
clowns.
we're gonna get Gale Tornado in the. Is it the third game?
I don't remember. I'm not familiar of which one actually had the infamous clown.
I know her name's Gale Tornado or something.
Mhm.
Cause I got
Gale
Clussy
Tornado.
fever. Oh, you were the one who reported the crime. Indeed, I would think. This fact alone would clear my name of suspicion. Let's not jump to any conclusions. Yes, the cross-examination generally comes before the conclusions in this court. But if your testimony proves to be true, then the defendant, Zach Remery, is guilty. And if it wasn't Zach Remery, then the killer was you, Valent. Yeah, because I'm suspecting he did it. And no disappearing act will get you out of that. Yo, that... Phoenix knows how to do his one-liners. Apollo does not. That night, I visited the hospital
Well,
room.
he's experienced.
That is true. Hold it! Oh yeah, Sam Riegel. Anyway, which according to the letter was 11:20 p.m. Wait, is the times different for each one? Oops, wrong one. Oh, it is different! 11:05 and 11:20. Indeed. In magic, timing is everything. Right. Consider the illusion of teleportation. If I were to appear on stage before my stunt double has left, how would that look? Why, it would reveal the very secret of my magic.
Why don't you reveal the very secret of your magic for all of us? Let's move on. You went at the designated time, and what did you see?
The smell of gunpowder hung in the room, and my mentor has taken his final bow. Hold it! So you weren't worried for your own safety at all? I mean, you smelled gunpowder, yes. What if the shooter was still nearby? I did not consider this, to be honest. It is forbidden for a magician to have a good imagination. Really? Isn't magic all about illusions and imagination? I have no thoughts. How about this? You were the shooter, which is why you weren't afraid. Now you are the one imagining. It is forbidden for a lawyer to have a good imagination. The witness will refrain from pausing so suspiciously before responding. My forbidden imagination is starting to imagine things. I did not imagine my fellow student might have received the same instructions what he did. Yet the deal... There were 2 bullet holes at the scene, one in the victim and one in the clown. You're saying the one who shot the clown was you? No doubt my partner Zach has said much the same thing. Yeah, because whoever didn't shoot the clown committed murder. You better dig around here a bit more and see what I turn up. Mr. Valen, let me ask about something else concerning the crime scene, namely... Oh, There's always... There's 1 bullet in each gun. I know this from the last thing. Aren't they fake bullets?
Yeah.
Wait, why didn't I get the bullet? In order to shoot a pistol, you need a bullet. Where was the bullet? I entered the room and took the pistol in my hand. The bullet was already loaded, ready to fire at any time. Oh, he was doing like a Russian roulette 50-50 thing. A magician is always prepared, you see. Prepared for... One never knows when a miracle will be called for. A magician always has 7 doves in his pocket and a white rabbit up each sleeve.
Clearly, we're dealing with professionals here.
Is this bullet that was loaded in the pistol really so important? I say quite Without a loaded bullet, we wouldn't have a murder. It's very important, Your Honor. Very well. Please add this detail to your testimony. Oh, is this like, can I change it? Change the testimony if I want to?
Possibly.
Okay,
I
pistol
don't
was already
remember.
loaded. I'm merely to pull the trigger. Hold it! If the pistol was already loaded, something doesn't make sense. Why weren't the victim's fingerprints on it? You should know that we of the Troop Grammary are capable of many things. They all wear gloves, too. One of these being the levitation of iron balls. It's called Fushigi.
There's no magic involved there. The shooter is just methodical, is all. He simply wiped everything off his fingers.
They also can't really do much fingerprints that weren't there. Oh, okay, good. Number of... Oh, right, yeah, that's important. How many pistols were there when you entered the room? By which you mean what, precisely? 2 pistols were used in the Zack and Valen quick draw shoot 'em, correct? 1 for each of you. You are well informed yet. Only one of my old friends sat in the hospital room that night. What did Zack tell me back in the lobby? Oh!
Of course, I had no intention of shooting my mentor. I snuck into his room that night at the appointed time and found out that upon his bedside table 2 pistols. I took the pistol I had fired and placed it in my pocket.
So he would see one. I see no problem with that statement. Only 1 pistol is visible in the photograph of the crime scene, after all. So you picked up that pistol and fired it? Indeed I did. Alakazam! Alakazing! Alakaboom! Abracadabra! Alakazam! The best psychics. Is the number of pistols really so important? Not anymore, I don't think. Actually, let me ask something else. Very well. Number of
Blah, blah,
pistols,
blah.
location of the pistol. Where exactly was the pistol when you entered the room? Atop a small bedside table it was. As if to say, here I am, take me in your hand, pull my trigger. Shoot him.
The victim clearly wanted to be shot.
But why?
He
Ah!
wanted to go out with a bang. Yet, we'll never hear the truth of his lips. So all we could do is guess.
Is the location of the pistol that important? Not anymore. Let me ask you something else. Pistol was already loaded. No fingerprints found because fired 1 real bullet. I thought there was one of like what bullets were used, I mean. I thought that was the thing. Oh, I can look at this. No sign of use. Take out the cap. I always hated getting shots. I guess Magnify was giving himself the insulin shots. That sounds painful. I mean, I knew people who had diabetes who I saw took insulin shots, so I guess it's just normal. There's no way I could do that. Wait! If Magnify used this to inject his insulin, why are there no traces of it having been used? Something to keep in mind. Alright, cool, I'm already stumped. Yay! Can I look at this again? If you look closely, you can see how this bend here. It's a one-shot only model, and I guess this bend is where you load it. So this is the famous Grammar Golden Gun.
They got it from James Bond.
Yeah, I've GoldenEye 007. The only difference between the two is the time. So Zach would have been there first. And he said he took a gun and then left.
Mhm.
Which brings us back to the reason neither of you could refuse. So it does, and my partner, he did not refuse. But Magnify wrote the same thing to you. Why could you refuse if Zach couldn't? Because I have a will of steel, of course. I also do this trick where I bend steel bars. Something steel beams. So perhaps steel isn't also strong. So which is it? Mind if I continue? Smoke. Are we saying did he see Zach?
Okay, I'm looking at.
Hold on, I'm gonna press the
Walkthrough.
I'm gonna press the final statement real quick. So you informed the police. What did you do then? What do you suppose I did? Used my magic to levitate my mentor's corpse, perhaps? I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Please answer the question in sarcasm. After I made my report, I called the doctor, and we returned to the room. While we waited for the police to arrive, we discussed stomach medicine.
Well, we've confirmed this with the doctor. It all checks out. He praised Mr. Vallant's knowledge of stomach medicine, in fact.
It is an honor I do not deserve, but I accept. Both the Magnify students received the same letter. Both admit to have gone to the hospital that night. 2 bullets were fired. The one of them killed Magnify. It's hard to find the cracks in his testimony. Alright, tell me. Or hint.
Okay, fourth state. Multiple guns are important.
Okay. Oops, wrong thing. Boop. I guess
Blah,
if
blah,
it,
blah, blah.
I guess if it was a flashback, yeah, we probably should. Quite. Number of pistols is quite important, Your Honor. Very well. Please add this detail to your testimony. What can I do but obey? Wee, 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 woo. Only 1 pistol was in the hospital room that night. With it, I shot the clown. So you took the only pistol there and fired it? That's correct. And that pistol was this one, which was left at the crime scene. Good show, I see. You too are a magician of sorts. Oh, okay. I see what we're doing. You're an idiot of sorts. Do you have any idea what you just said?
I see the fire in your eyes as you glare at the witness.
Can't
Which
stop
you do
staring
not
at his
need.
eyes.
So how about we heat this trial up a bit? These slow ballots bore me when it's not about me and their forehead.
Who? Anyway, I've got a hunch, but maybe that's all it is. Maybe I should ask about something else. No need. On second thought, let's run with this testimony for a little longer. A bullet was shot by this gun. Fires 1 real bullet. Okay, I just realized.
Yep.
It snapped for me. According to the defendant, Zach Gramery, when he entered the room, there were 2 pistols on that table. 2? One of those pistols he used to shoot the clown in his forehead, sorry. Then he left with it in his pocket.
Of course, that's what he would say. Unlike the hapless clown, we must assume our defendant has some brains in his head.
Well, what about what Mr. Ballin has told us? You see, there's something about his testimony that doesn't make sense. What might that be? I told you I took the pistol that was there and shot the clown. That's your story, at least. But the rifling marks tell a very different story, Mr. Ballin. Recall what Prosecutor Gavin told us.
We could have compared a bullet from the victim's skull with a bullet fired from this gun. The rifling marks on the bullets were a perfect match.
Ugh. Mr. Fallon, if you fired this pistol, then you shot the victim in the forehead! Do do do! Boo, 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 boo. Order! Order in the courtroom! Well, this is all rather sudden.
What have I done?
Prosecutor Gavin?
I owe the court an apology. Sorry.
Sorry for what?
You see, I was unaware that two of these unique pistols were crafted. The analysis of the rifling proves the type of gun that had fired them.
Objection! But that's not what you told us before. You said you'd verified the murder weapon. Actually,
Which is why I'm apologizing.
that autopsy report is outdated.
Pretty much. Quite sincerely, I might add. You hold me accountable for a mistake made in my youth?
That was just this morning.
I am still young. And I might add, it really wasn't my fault that I'm this hot. If the defendant had only admitted he took one pistol from the scene of the crime, we could not be having this pleasant discussion right now.
Valen Grammary? Yes, Your Honor. You were presented to this court as a decisive witness, but you've proven to be more divisive than decisive. Fuck.
Objection!
Ow, man.
Objection! You'll see in time. The testimony so far has merely been a review of the facts. The proof comes next.
Can I have the bullet, please? Care to elaborate, Prosecutor Gavin?
When Mr. Vallant entered the room, the victim had already been shot. And the next testimony will prove. That's right, the real fight is about to begin.
Bring it. Oh, damn. Very well. The witness will now testify to the court. Help us determine who shot what.
Incidentally, there's a gimmick to this testimony segment.
Oh, God. I arrived in the hospital room at the appointed time, which is to say, 11:20 p.m. After discovering the body, I fulfilled my obligations, then called in the doctor. The doctor examined the body before the police arrived. He was quite clear about the time of death, 11:10 p.m. And the one in the room at that time was my partner, not me. Those times are rather close, you have to admit. You're talking about an alibi established over a matter of minutes. To use a 10-minute discrepancy as the basis of your alibi.
It's easy to explain this situation, Ad Judge. For example, take our debut hit single, 13 Years Hard Time for Love. Cue the song, press the play button, and it will play for 2 minutes, 15 seconds. Do it 100 times, and the result is the same.
Debut single was only 2 minutes and 15 seconds long? What a ripoff, man.
Magic is a word of utmost precision. Hocus pocus requires admirable focus. And the time of death is determined by the doctor there is an incontrovertible proof.
Damn it, alright. Very well. Prosecution warns us that we're dealing with rather precise time. We can expect the cross-examination to require the same level of precision.
I would hope the defense refrains from its customary broad sweeping accusations. The blur the focus this case so clearly demands.
Point taken. Baseless remarks will result in a penalty. Carry on, Mr. Wright.
And a heavy one.
Oh god. Okay, so I have to... I need to press on a specific statement or else I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Oh
By
god!
the way, it's a 5-bar penalty.
So instant death.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna save just in case.
Well, according to the strategy wiki, like pressing one statement and earns five earns you a penalty, so there's no contradictions in the evidence that covers the crime.
Was quite clear about the time of death. 11. Okay, that's alright. And the one in the room at the time was my partner, not me. Oops, I keep looking at the wrong thing. There's so many letters! It's 11:05, so he stayed there. So if it was him, he stayed on way longer. After discovering the body, I fulfilled my obligations to call the police.
What was the fourth statement again?
Time of death was 11:10.
Are they sure about that?
It's the time estimated time of death was 11 to 11:30.
Hint, hint.
Hint, hint, hint. Is it the letter?
I would probably gather more information before you.
So I should
evidence.
press him on this.
Yes.
I don't think I'm stepping out on a limb to say I have some doubts about this. How could the doctor be so precise with the time? We do usually only get an estimated time of death, true. I'm not sure I've heard of a verified time of death. Magic revels in making the complex appear simple, but reality is the opposite. What appears complex in this case is a simple matter of subtraction. I see another person has done their arithmetic homework.
The point here is the IV the victim was taking. It's quite visible in the photograph of the scene. Recall what we heard earlier about the victim, Magnifi Gramarie's schedule. Every night at 11, Magnifi took an IV drip for 30 minutes.
I see the IV bag right there, yes. He's blind
Now
to
look
not
a
see
little
that syringe then. Oh, never mind.
Follow the tube down from the bag to the end.
Ah, the needle's been removed.
Doubtlessly, it fell out when he was shot.
What was the knockback on that gun then? That would seem to be the case.
When the needle comes out, the IV no longer drips.
Ah, you could just measure the remaining IV liquid.
Precisely.
Precisely.
The IV liquid functions for our purposes as an hourglass explodes. This is how the doctor determined the time of death.
How would you... Oh my god, that is so specific. I would not catch that. I've never had an IV drip in me before, so
Neither have I.
Damn.
This is how the doctor determined the time of death. From the amount remaining in the bag, it was determined that the IV stopped 10 minutes after administration began.
IV report 10 minutes have passed since the IV began. And so it was when I, Valiant, entered that room. 10 minutes had passed since that horrible crime was committed. And this is proof. Well, Mr. Wright? Did that seem important? Oh my god, that's super important. Well, seeing how it is the biggest clue we have to the time of death, I'd say it's very important. Agreed. It would be hard to imagine a more precise way to determine the time. Behold the power of arithmetic. Very well. Witness will add this detail to his testimony. Sometimes the most magical thing of all is the truth. The water of life springs not eternal. The remaining IV liquid proves my innocence.
You can press the statement
I get a freebie.
with this one.
Okay. Hold it! Did you notice the IV yourself by any chance? When first I entered that room, the stench of gunpowder assailed me. Next, the mark of death upon my mentor's forehead. And then, his left arm, did I spy a rose dropping and wilted. It's Thorn, the discarded IV needle.
Knocked back from the vein by the force of the shot. Luckily for you,
Again, that is a strong bullet.
if that IV had not been there, why, you might be a suspect.
Indubitably so. I might say it's thanks to my lucky color. Your lucky color? Indeed, even today I wear it proudly upon my suspect self. For it always, without fail, brings me luck. Banana yellow! Why, when Zack and Valen won their first Magician's Grand Prix, yes, the very one held by the Association of International Magicians, or AIM, I was adorned in this attire then, too. And our trophy, a bust. What a day that was. This is one trip down memory lane no one needs. My lucky color, yes indeed. And that I'd be too. I say, I think 'twas hued especially for me, Valen. That does seem to be the case indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, any thoughts on this testimony? Valen sure looks happy with himself. Okay, how about this lucky color testimony? Is he saying that the IV was yellow?
Yellow.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
what
looks,
he's saying.
it's beige.
That's green. That's green.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Oh,
and-
we're talking about the juice in the...
Yes.
Oh, not the needle itself.
Oh, something to mention. Valen looks like he has a pet monkey if you catch my meaning.
He looks like a monkey.
No, he looks like he has a pet monkey if you catch my meaning.
Oh, no.
They're curious monkey.
Oh, no. No monkeys, not again! So we're saying that this lucky color was important?
Yes.
Alright, Phoenix Wright logic, it certainly sounds like your lucky colors brought you plenty of luck. But not this time. Mr. Valent, your lucky colors betray you. I'm afraid you've lost me. Your Honor, the witness's testimony just now clearly contradicts the evidence. What the fuck? Please recall my warning at the beginning of this cross-examination, Mr. Wright, and I am going to quickly save, even though I'm pretty sure I think I've got this right now. Baseless accusations will be duly penalized. I do hope this latest accusation is well based. Don't worry. I'm gonna just write down a quick line real quick. Don't worry, I've got all your bases right here. Very well, let's hear the defense's claim. Where's your evidence that contradicts with what Mr. Valen has told us? The photo. The crime scene tells all, Your Honor. The photo of the crime scene.
This talk of color has me yearning for black and white. Clear-cut simplicity.
Hey, don't forget gray. Monochromatic is awesome.
Tell us that right. Just where's contradiction in this photo?
My pleasure. And I assure you, it's quite based. I mean, but I can't promise anything in black and white. Aha! Anyway, let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. I miss this old Phoenix Ace Attorney music. Okay, I thought it was the needle tape that we were talking about. No, it's the juice. Yes, I'm gonna call it juice, I don't care. Take that! Valen Grammary? Oh, I swear to God, if he's gonna make a thing like, oh, I'm colorblind. Let's get one thing straight about your lucky color. It's yellow, yes? Kind of takes the mystery out of it, but yes.
ID trip.
Okay. Something's wrong with yellow, Mr. Wright. Yes, there is. Decisively wrong, in fact. Take another look at the photo of the crime scene. What's
He has
this?
to have his Mountain Dew injection.
Yes. Gotta get that juice. Confusion? Doubt? Tell us. What do you elderly eyes spy? Even my elderly eyes can see a problem here, Mr. Valen. Look at the IV bag. Ugh. What is this? What? Foul mag! Ugh. it would be hard to call the IV liquid yellow, and I'm afraid no magic was involved in taking of this photograph. Ella Cano! That's a great breakdown animation. Order! What does this mean?
Objection! This is some kind of mistake!
Yes, Prosecutor Gavin, your witness's mistake, sorry. The greener they are, the harder they fall. I suppose there's no substitute for experience. Val and Grammary, as you reminded us several times, your lucky color is yellow, but the IV is clearly not. Well, this contradiction can mean only one thing.
And to think, you almost had me. I see your true colors now, Ace Attorney. Phoenix, right? Roll credits.
Roll credits. Something you'd like to tell us, Prosecutor Gavin? You dropped the title. As far as this court can tell, the witness's testimony does contradict the evidence.
Yes, a contradiction. One that will be pleased to hand right back to Mr. Right.
How do you mean?
How? Because the witness has made no mistakes. I agree. At a glance, the IV appears a sort of greenish yellow.
It's green.
Are you green?
He's colorblind. No, no, he's gonna say the bag is blue. The bag is blue, therefore the liquid's yellow. But you wouldn't know that. You wouldn't know that.
The liquid itself is quite yellow.
A yellow liquid? How can you say that? There's so much. Oh my god. Anyway, as far as I can tell from this photo, it's green.
Yes, but what color is the IV bag itself?
The bag?
Translucent.
You mean the plastic bag on the hook? It looks, I want to say light blue? Precisely.
Figured it out yet?
You wouldn't know it was yellow, though! You wouldn't know if the... Who cares?
Put a yellow liquid in, blue. That only work if it was heavy blue.
You get green. This is stupid logic. Okay, never mind. He's gotta drink his piss.
The true liquid's piss.
I see. Your explanation does have a ring of truth to it.
Objection!
Objection! This is horseshit! As I thought. There's no substitute for experience, Prosecutor Gavin.
What?
What? You may tell a good tale, but you've just proven something rather grave. For you, that is.
Grave?
The liquid in the IV is yellow, yeah? But how did this witness know that? There we go! Ugh. I mean, that still makes no sense, but whatever. It's quite unnatural when you think about it. You did think about it, didn't you? Come on, even Miles Edgeworth wasn't this bad and on his first day. Your Honor, the defense requests an explanation for the witness. At the scene of the crime, the IV liquid appears to be green. So let me ask, how did the witness know the IV liquid was actually yellow? Oh, okay. Hold on, best breakdown music ever. Oh my god. Order. Mr. Wright, you will explain this at once. The witness clearly knew the color of the IV liquid, so I'm sure she means something, but what? I can think of only one possibility, Your Honor. The witness, Valen Grammary, has testified that the IV liquid was yellow because he'd seen it before? We know he knew the IV color.
Yeah.
Right? The third one?
He would most likely, he would have seen it before, or
Okay.
knew it. Both are right.
Okay. From the facts before us, the answer is clear. Witness knew that the IV liquid was yellow. Why? Because he'd seen it before. But not inside the blue bag we see in the photo. He saw the liquid by itself in a clear, colorless bag. I suppose he would have had to, but I'm still not clear as to what all this means. Ask yourself, why would he know if he didn't work at a hospital? That's where you'll find your meaning, Your Honor. I still don't know what's going on, but okay, I'm following.
I'm afraid I find nothing. So what if he knew the IV color? What leaves are getting excited over nothing to our Team Popper fans, yeah?
I don't know what any of that means, but okay. The IV liquid is the only evidence proving the time of death. A 30-minute hourglass with 20 minutes worth of sand remaining. Your claim, Prosecutor Gavin. I remember it well. However, there's a critical difference between an hourglass and an IV bag. Oh, wait, I know. An hourglass uses sand, but an IV uses liquid. I'm right? I mean, as much as it pains me to say this, Your Honor, no. Unlike the sands through an hourglass, IV liquid enters the patient's body, at which point, like magic, it disappears. However, what if the amount of IV liquid had increased? You couldn't tell, could you? After all, there's no way of knowing how much went in.
Now let me get this straight, everybody. You're saying the witness watered down the victim's IV pad?
Not with water, but with IV liquid. He poisoned him! That's how you knew the IV liquid was yellow. I'm sorry. No, wait! I said wait! How might an amateur such as myself essay to perform such a task? I'm an amateur too, but I can pour water into a cup. Damn!
Objection! I'm afraid there's quite a difference between a cup and an IV bag. Quite! Can you prove our witness is capable of such a feat?
Yeah, that's a point. And I at least would have some difficulty pouring. You just squish it. You squish, and then... I mean, I don't know how IV bags are refilled, so... You don't need to be an expert to see the look on the witness's face. He added a liquid to that IV and to throw off the time of death.
Fire of these fairy tales lacking evidence.
Despite any solid evidence to bring us back down to earth, Valiant Grammary, I'm afraid your magic won't serve you well in a life of crime. Might I ask what you're strongly suggesting? Magic relies on props, and props become evidence. Our witness was certainly able to increase the amount of IV liquid in the bag. All he had to do was work a little magic, and that prop was... No, it couldn't be the syringe, though, because this is for insulin.
So, here's the thing. You can just suck it in. Because it's empty, you can just... Look, it's been washed in...
But it says no... But it said no science. Are we saying that he washed the insulin syringe?
Yes. Yes. He basically injected it into the IV bag.
Okay, I got it. Oh, yeah, I've seen people do that, too. Victim syringe? It's the perfect prop for the magically increasing IV trick. And easy enough for an amateur to use.
How the F this is that? The syringe is clean. No trace of liquid in it.
It's called cleaning, bitch. Don't you find that odd, Prosecutor Gavin?
What?
The victim had the syringe to administer his insulin shots. There should have been traces of insulin left inside. Are we saying we pumped a bowl of insulin in the IV bag? No, never mind, it's okay.
Possibly.
Well, Valiant Grammary, as you pointed out yourself, the IV liquid makes the perfect clock. One that you could manipulate at will. Alakazoo! Are those bunnies?
I don't want to know where those ducks came out of.
Are those rabbits? I want those rabbits to be safe in their care because I know magicians are pretty fucked up with rabbits and birds. I do believe, well, with this being his first, that the burden of this trial has been a bit too much to bear for Prosecutor Gavin. I'm afraid that while there is a doubt as to the amount of IV liquid in that bag, time of death cannot be proven. And that brings our trial to a close for today. Well, maybe I can squeeze an extra day out of this. We do a little much-needed investigation work. Did he not investigate last time?
Objection!
Oh, okay.
He, the thing is, he never got a chance to even investigate.
Okay, so he never even. All right.
Truly, there's no substitute for experience. Nothing blinds one to the truth so effectively. A word to the wise. Fuck that hand. Underestimate the young and they'll sweep you or feet from right under you. In a way you never ever expected. You see, I know exactly what you're thinking.
What's he talking about?
You say the witness used the syringe to manipulate the level of the ID liquid. But there's no proof.
There's no proof he didn't do it either.
Yes, quite true.
He's admitting it?
Nor this witness quite as decisive as I hoped. This, I admit, after all, why linger in the past, when the future holds so much?
You have something in mind, Prosecutor Gavin? Can you please give our, can you put the bullet in the court record, please?
Proof? And Judge, I have another way to prove my case.
Okay.
With evidence, no less.
What's this?
This is the victim, Magna Phi Gramarie's diary.
Diary?
After going into the hospital, Magna Phi began writing his memoirs, it seems. The story of his startling debut and of meeting his disciple. It seems he is intended for the last chapter to end, quite appropriately, with his death.
Wait, that book doesn't say what the reason was, does it? The reason why his disciples couldn't refuse his last requests?
Sadly, it does not.
Damn it!
What's more important here is on the last page. Apparently, the victim wrote in his journal that night, even after the IV had begun at 11. Let's read it, shall we?
Tonight's IV is in, maybe the last. I'll leave the rest to them. The first should come soon. This journal may end here, or it may go on, but not long. It depends on his hands. All that is left to mine is to lay down this pen. This does appear to have been written just before his death, but there is a ripped page, which I know is forged evidence, but whatever. To all those who have... The court accepts this into evidence.
Read the very last part with particular care. This journal may end here, or it may go on, but not long. That depends on his hand. Of course, by his, he's referring to our defendant, Zach Emery.
That would make sense, yeah. He was the first scheduled visitor, after all.
Look at what he said before that. This journal may end here, or it may go on. It may go on. Magna Phi Gramarye intended to write again. That is, if Zach Emery didn't pull the trigger. I see the defense understands the meaning of this. The victim does not go on, it ends. Because Magna Phi's life was brought to an end by the defendant, Zach Gramarye, his sponsor.
Alright, order in the courtroom. Prosecutor Gavin, are you certain that Magna Phi Gramarye wrote this?
There's no mistaking his handwriting.
He writes in... What is that? What is that font? Say about... It's pretty curly, too. I don't think I know this font's name. I definitely have used it before. Well, this does seem to be significant. According to this, Magnify did intend to continue his diary, yet if his diary ended here, which plainly it did. Are we not talking about the torn page? Okay.
Then the one who pulled the trigger was the first visitor, Zach Gramery. And how do you like me now, Eva? Still too green for your taste? Hmm?
Nah, I like
Well,
pink.
let's see. Well, if he was shot in the head, then why would Valent shoot the clown?
Yeah, that
If he
makes
was
no...
already
Yeah, that
dead.
does make no sense. He's right about the diary being pretty clear. Still, I find it hard to believe that he'd overlooked such an obvious problem with his precious evidence. Yeah, the fucking torn page. What was to write? Witness's testimony we heard was lacking, but put together with this evidence, it seems quite sufficient for a case. The diary is accepted like this. The trial's over. Maybe it's time for me to show them something. I'm left with no choice but to show my own evidence. Oh, what? I have some evidence that overturns this diary? What's the line from Shezo from Puyo Puyo Tetris? And under the covers as well. I'll tear this book apart, cover to cover, and under the covers as well.
It's not too late to rethink this and avoid more embarrassment.
Very well, please show us your evidence, Mr. Wright.
Incidentally, how do you even think of showing us the diary I just shown in court?
Huh?
I can't see what's going on.
Oh no.
Never mind.
Okay.
Now that we've come this far, I hope you have something a little more decisive. Show us the evidence that proves the victim continued writing his diary.
The fucking torn page. Alright, I'd be happy to. Decisive evidence proving that the diary didn't end with this page is... First, take a close look at this diary, at the obviously torn part. Note that a page has clearly been ripped out. What's this? I hadn't noticed that at all. You all are fucking blind. That's why we're still here talking about this. As it just so happens, I have it here, what I believe to be the missing page. I don't believe it! Looking at this page,
I don't believe this!
it's hard to imagine that the first visitor that night shot Magnified Grammary. That's a defense position. Oh, wait, let me see that. Only less than 10 swift minutes remain to all those who have supported me. What in the Sam Hill? What is this? What is the, what is this? Is the continuation of the victim's diary? Sorry, I had trouble remembering words. Your Honor, do you need your care with you right now? Note the torn edge of the page. It's a perfect match with the torn remains of the last page in Magnify's diary. Quite remarkable.
Would you care to explain what this all means, Danny?
The diary continued after his first visitor came, which means that the victim was still alive after Zach Grammary left, leaving no other to take his life but the second visitor. Valen Grammary! No! No! Those definitely came out of his pants. Handwriting, too.
Yeah,
matches that on the other pages. This is without a doubt the genuine article. And if this game was detailed enough, we could have seen that this was faked. Because there's no pencil marks or pen marks. Is that a pen? Yeah, pen marks on the other page. But wait, this is impossible. That old man couldn't have written that.
Finally! You just couldn't resist, could you, Right?
Oh, this is the moment, right? Is this what? Presenting solid evidence?
Judge!
Yes, Prosecutor Gavin?
May I request we put the current cross-examination on hold? The prosecution would like to call a new witness.
But Prosecutor Gavin, this evidence overturns the current witnesses.
I only asked to put it on hold. Please, my new witness has a very, very important piece of testimony to give. 5 minutes, no more. I promise, Your Honor.
Well, if you put it that way. Mr. Wright, what's your take on this? Well, Your Honor, judging from his enthusiasm, we'll have to hear this new testimony sooner or later anyway. So it might as well be sooner. Alright then, though this is highly, highly irregular and possibly illegal, we will put the current cross-examination on hold. The witness may step down. Now, Prosecutor Gavin, please bring the surprise witness to the courtroom. I had a bad feeling just then. That ripped out page was too obvious. It must have known. And I should have known it was a bad sign all around. Ah! Ah! Holding the trial with no audience is a first, even for me, Prosecutor Gavin.
I beg the court's understanding.
Wow, seeing him move is wild.
But I have to make a judiciary deal with the witness to secure his testimony.
Judiciary deal?
The details of his testimony may have some legal ramifications, shall we say. I thought it would be best to contain the information to this room.
Very well. And you are the witness, I gather? You want to be Drew?
Oh, yes, sir.
State your name and occupation for the record.
The redacted record.
My name is Drew Misha. I'm a painter.
A painter, and you are somehow related to this case? Excuse me.
No, well, not per se.
You're a per se.
I have one simple question for this witness. Mr. Misham, was it? Do you know what this is? Oh, yeah, I know it well.
How's that possible? Have you seen this diary page somewhere before?
Oh yeah, I mean, I made it.
You... what? You made it?
Yes, you might call it one of my works. The prosecutor's office received a tip-off yesterday. Illegal evidence has been prepared for the trial of Zach Cameron.
Legal evidence?
I initiated an investigation and found this witness. A painter of the world at large, Drew Mishem has another side, you might say. His skill in making perfect reproductions of certain things. Forgery, in other words.
If he's able to recreate something, that either he made this up, or there is a page, because why is it torn? Forgeries? Well, so we are to understand that this page here is
a fake. Prepared by a certain defense attorney.
Objection! A little girl gave that to me. I have no idea what you said. Hold it! I didn't prepare this evidence.
Ah, the attorney speaks. Something about this page, I presume. But what is he saying? It makes no sense. After all, it was you who presented this evidence to us, Phoenix, right?
Witness, Mr. Misham, was it? Who requested this forgery? Who was your client?
I don't know.
What?
Most of my clients prefer to remain anonymous, even to me. And make the items they want, and receive my payment. That's the extent of my contact with them.
But, there's no proof this is a fake.
It's a fake.
Huh? Oh.
To avoid just this sort of problem, I always put a special mark on my works. I can say without a doubt, this is mine.
Mr. Wright? You have just presented illegal evidence to this court. My court! It was careless of me. That's all I could say.
Oh, old boy! Here!
What's this?
I don't know. I just got it over there in the hall. They told me to give it to the old boy in the blue suit with the spiky hair. He said it was really important.
It was all a trap. A fatal trap. Mr. Wright? Yes? You have an explanation for yourself? A little girl gave it to me? If I did, would the court hear it? Probably not. Forging evidence is a serious crime, and presenting it in court a serious mistake. A fatal mistake for an attorney. Should he also go to prison after this as well?
Fatal too, perhaps, for your client, I fear. Tell me, what kind of defense relies on forged evidence? The answer is quite clear. A guilty one!
Objection! Your Honor, wait! I understand that presenting forged evidence in court is a serious crime, but you cannot hold my client responsible for actions I undertook as an individual. I literally just learned about this case yesterday. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Your Honor.
Another close call, I dare say. With the prosecutor office having received that hot tip, if we're more ways than one,
Aha!
everything you believe has gone the way you wanted to, yeah? I even gave you a chance. Too bad that you decided not to think before embarrassing yourself.
Oh, wait, did Clabber fake the page tearing himself then?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I see no need to further discussion. For further discussion on this matter. Special witness dismissed. Goodbye. Oh, God, hopefully I don't die in a couple years.
Mr. Attorney,
Yeah?
can I ask your name?
Phoenix Wright. Right
Mr.
as in
Wright.
W-R-I-G-H-T.
I have seen and studied many people, but none like you. I'll remember you, Mr. Wright.
You need a criminal lawyer? I got you. Anyway. Alright, though I deeply regret having to declare a verdict in this way, this trial is over. You have the right to find a new attorney and make an appeal. However, this court must.
Ah, Your Honor,
Yes, Mr. Zack?
there is one thing I wish to make clear. Today, in this court, you cannot declare me guilty. It's impossible.
I'm afraid the defendant is quite mistaken. I must certainly have the authority to declare a verdict on you.
Except, tell me, how do you plan to announce your verdict when your verdict doesn't exist?
Does it exist? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about this. Suck it, bitch!
Mr. Enigma!
The defendant escaped! Find him, quick!
Bailiff, close all exits from the building. On the double, he must not be allowed to escape. Has anyone run out of the courtroom before? That day in that courtroom, a miracle occurred. The defendant Shady Enigma, aka Zach Gregory, did not just escape from court, he literally, unbelievably, vanished. Right before the bailiff's eyes. No one ever saw him again, not since that day.
The Grammary Miracle.
No verdict was declared. After all, the defendant didn't exist. Or something like that, I guess. On Phoenix's, you're right. That's how it happened. The trial of magician Zach Gramery banished, along with him for all eternity. Ooh. Unjudge is your judge. The mysteries that remained behind were all solved, however, but not until 7 years later. To be continued. Alright, give me just a sec. Oh, hi, Maggles.
Hi, I've been here.
How long have you been silent? How long have you been here? Because I've been immersed.
What? She's been here for quite a bit, actually.
Oh. I do not hear you come in. That's why. Alright.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. Just let yourself be known to me because I don't hear streamer mode. Because, obviously, the Mason system. The Mason system. The Mason system?
Time travel.
A trial 7 years ago was the beginning of all of it. This I know beyond a doubt. The mysteries of the past worked their magic on the present. And you'll soon be finding all of this out for yourself.
Be right back.
Okay, which is Magnified Grammary's disciples pulled that trigger. Where did the vanishing defendant Zach Gramery go? What dark truth lurks behind the forged diary page? Little guy, and what about the girl who was left behind? Find out next time in Dragon Ball Super! All rights reserved. Whew. Oh, the past left us these 4 keys to unlocking the truth. But that's not all. There are 4 keys in the present as well. And when all the questions have found their answers, the final trial will begin. But first, you must chase the truth through then and now. Think of it as a game. Oh my god, it is a game. Oh my god, Phoenix in the system! I, Phoenix Wright, will be your guide through this game. The terrible trial saw me presented forged evidence, and then I did it again 7 years later. It ended, half finished, when the defendant vanished. And what became of me after that? As your investigation proceeds, the answers will become clear. Oh, and one more thing. There is something I must tell you. As Apollo Justice has his bracelet, so too do I have my own weapon of sorts. A fingy! Oh! My Magatama! What does it do, you ask? That I would say, that I would have you see for yourself. Well, now, shall we begin? Left bumper and right bumper to jump between the past and present. Let's begin 7 years ago. In the past. Samurai Jack. It is right after my last trial came to an abrupt end. Now that you know the game, let's play. What is... Oh! What has happened? Back to the past, Samurai Jack. I am so glad I knew nothing about what's gonna happen. So I guess the detention center. The nightmare trial was over, and the new nightmare of figuring out what had happened had just begun. I wanted to wake up, to walk away. I figured I'm the only one who could do this, probably. And besides, I had plenty of time, thanks to the Bar Association Review Board's decision. It's hard to work when your attorney's badge has been taken away. 7 years ago. What strange sight doth mine eyes behold? Excuse me? 2 men of either side of a single transparent pane, yet it seems fickle fate has switched sides, so to speak. The forger of fakes walks freely, while the innocent languishes within these plexiglass confines. There's been no proof that I forged anything. Hold on, I am going to quickly turn down the music. There we go. No proof that I took the life of my dear mentor. Yet, these chains cannot hold me for long. The stage awaits. And what, may I ask, awaits you? Well, piano in a cold little hole in the wall. But since you are here, what shall we discuss? The shooting of Magnified Grammar for one. Who pulled that trigger, Valent or his partner Zack? His partner banished before the answer could be found. If I'm gonna get any closer to the truth, this is the place to start. Ha! Ba ba ba.
Wait, what age is Apollo again?
He's 15. A greenhorn defense attorney I happen to meet. I call him Apollo. Wait, what do you mean I call him Apollo? Is this is this some Dipper Pines thing, or? I have to hand it to my partner. He knows how to make an exit. That's talent. Yeah, he made my attorney's badge disappear, and he never even touched it. Glory's spotlight always leaves someone weeping in the shadows. Yet his very disappearance is itself a revelation. Revealing what? Zach Gremory killed Magnify. It's as good as a signed confession. Wee-woo! Certainly been public opinion's take on it. I grow tired of my cage. And the time of my release is near. I must go and prepare. Planning on jumping back into the magic right away? As long as an audience waits with bated breath, there will be valid. And also... Yeah? Now that my partner has disappeared, Magnify's repertoire is mine. Valen Gremory has a tradition to uphold. Is that true? Seen in this light, the trial was quite good to me. Verdict or no. And you can't pay for that kind of publicity. The suspicion on you hasn't lifted entirely, Valen. After all, you received one of those letters too. You were just as obligated to follow Magnify's instruction as your partner. So I was, but only Zach Gremory followed them. Let us not speak any more of who shot what. Now that my partner has vanished, the question is moot. That's a fun word. I'm more interested in learning something else, actually. What might that be? I want to know what Magnify had up his sleeve. How could he coerce you and your partner to kill him? The trick up his sleeve? Perhaps you do not know. Know what? A great magician never reveals his secrets. Oh my god! Oh, I have never done Magatama stuff before. I didn't think it would be that easy. The audience must remain forever in the audience, bathing in the reflected glow of the spotlight. Magatama. Megatama Hawk! One of my most prized possessions, which I got during a certain case. I can't legally say who gave it to me for some reason. You can show me the locks on people's hearts. And if I can unlock their hearts, they'll tell me their secrets. The Magatama Hawk starts it all. I wanna cry because I miss Pearl. The Magatama ends it.
I was gonna say, do you really want to bring back the in-universe shipper?
I don't know. Maya and Phoenix were cute. So, I don't remember how the Megatama stuff worked, but do I get penalized?
Yes, and it's permanent.
And it's one, right? It's only one?
It depends on the weight of the thing you're trying to present evidence for.
Right.
But you do recover if you succeed on the whole thing.
Okay. But do I have... You probably... sure, what the heck? Why not? Let's try it now.
You might want to save first.
Yeah, I did save. It's on speaker. Perhaps you do not know. A great magician never reveals his secrets.
You just have to present the Magatama.
Oh, right, I'm an idiot. Never mind. Where is my Megatama? Oh, wait, okay, got it. There we go. 3D Mega Tomahawk! Woo, 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 woo. Trick up his sleeve. Flying by the seat of my pants on this one. Must be a path leading from the evidence to the truth. That's what I'm going to find out. To ask someone to take a life, even one not long for this world, that's asking for someone to commit murder. Yes, our inventor was fond of dramatic moves and dramatic finales, and he got his wish. His life was taken. One weakness could be so powerful as to coerce someone into committing murder. My guess is, it was a matter of life or death. Care to explain? Your troupe lived in a world of showmanship, the flashier the better. And flashy so often means danger, doesn't it? Let us make this as painless as possible. If you have proof of this danger, then is it the gun? Or do I not have it yet?
You might not, but you can actually back out anytime you want, guilt-free. However, any damage penalties will stay there until you clear it, and if you do too much, you may not.
Okay, so
recover
I don't have
the
anything.
entire-
Can I present him stuff then? Malin, could you look at this for me, please? Yes, I accept your challenge. Well, challenge? You want me to make it float, disappear, or shall I simply eat it? The gun? I didn't come here to play games, Mr. Valen, or watch you do tricks. Alright, he's gonna say...
Brings new meaning to the term pistol. That must be your favorite food, pistol whip.
Oh, crap, I forgot. Alright, I guess end inquiry now, for now. This is so... I'm so glad I didn't get spoiled on this. This is so weird.
I did say you time travel.
Didn't think I'd be back here for a while. I don't want to have to remember that day. Though I deeply regret having to declare a verdict in this way, this trial is over.
Ah, Your Honor,
Yes, Mr. Zack?
there is one thing I wish to make clear. Today, in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty.
Oh, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about this. These nuts!
Mr. Enigmar!
The defendant has escaped. Find him. Quick.
Bailiff, close all exits from the building. On the double, he must not be allowed to escape. When I came here on that day, on that fateful morning, I still had my badge, but now, like an amputated limb, I can still feel it itching. Where do I start? I don't even have the authority to investigate. Hey, you there, sir! Oh my God! Down on the hands, floor on your head. Now. I'm thinking of my cabbages. What's the big idea? My ears. Does he have a Disney no authority personnel aren't allowed in here? He's got like a Disney themed wish thing. Those are I forget what exactly they're called. They're like good luck charms in Japan. But that would mean all unauthorized personnel are allowed. Zoinks! I just say it like it is, sir. That's usually wrong. Thrown out of the precinct, lost my friends, my girl, and even my wallet. We've met before, haven't we? On a case 2 years ago? No recollection of that, sir. Huh? For me, working on a case is always in the present progressive tense, sir. There is no past, there is only now, sir. Okay, you're the bailiff, right? Yes, sir. Court bailiff Mike Meekins at your service, sir. Wasn't he just like a regular officer in the last game?
Yes.
I've asked to meet with the bailiff at this court who let the magicians escape. Let me try to make this as absolutely clear as possible for you, sir. It was me, sir! But you were a regular police officer once, right? Sometimes bad things happen to good people, sir. Something tells me it's a long story. Let's not go there. So, you were in charge of security at the time of the vanishing? I'm dying over here! Oh, it's a hard knock life, sir! Thrown out of the precinct, lost my friends, my girl, and even my wallet. Guess I wasn't the only victim. This is gonna be a fun guy to talk to. Last time we met, you were a police officer, right? In fact, you're still wearing your uniform. It's almost like the people didn't want to remake your.
Right.
I mean, you will get a remake in the Miles Edgeworth games, but we don't talk about those. Sir, I wish I didn't have to tell you this. Last year, tragedy struck a rising star at the precinct. I lost my case files 4 times in 3 days. They fired me. Thanks, real talent, actually. I don't know what they're missing. So here I am, sir, forced to start from square one. A lowly bailiff. Your uniform.
There's a lot of permutations for.
I took it.
Butts.
I do love that image, though. It's so fun. I love his stupid face.
I took it with me as a souvenir the day I was fired.
That can't be legal.
Shady doesn't have a butt chin.
So
Like,
you were the
even-
one who let the magician get away that day? I'm dying over here! A star rises among the court bailiffs, full of hope, then tragedy strikes. Is there anything you can tell me about it? About Zach Grammary's disappearance? Oh, the humanity! That's enough of that. Ah,
Shady doesn't
why?
have a butt chin.
Yes, I'd say it was around 2 p.m. when I heard the commotion in court. I opened the door to see what might be amiss. The door slams open, slam, and some guy's face is right there in front of me. Face! So you saw someone suspicious coming your way? Yes, and I,
Now you
being
got
a
his first
bailiff,
guess.
a little standing, I gave chase. I chased that silk cat all the way down the hall, sir. I have a I have a diagram of the court building here. Ooh, we get court. Aha! There's court number 7. That was where I was, sir. All by myself, nary a friend to call my own. Okay, and which way did Zach Grammery run after bursting through the courtroom door? Little top hat. He went up like this, and around the corner like that. So I, with no delay, ran after him with no delay. When I turned the corner, I saw that magic man run into the defendant lobby. Swiftly, I ran. Following him, I threw myself boldly into the room. Why, I remember it like it was right here, because it was. Lobby number 2, sir. You ran into this room? I don't... See, I always thought that this was just what the entrance to the courtroom was. Because the officers are always standing there. I didn't know that this was actually, like, just another room. Is that a smoking corner next to the couch?
Yes.
Okay. I don't see any place to hide in here. Believe it or not, sir, I didn't believe it. Here, in this room, the magician, gone, vanished, like a puff of smoke. Except there wasn't even any smoke. He was just gone. That's impossible. Yes, that word. Oh, how many times I have to say that word. Even the sound of it causes me indescribable pain. I'm dying. I'm dying over here. Okay, I won't say it again, promise. But you have to admit it's difficult to vanish into thin air. Did you search the lobby? I searched. I wanted to pause. There wasn't nothing here at all, sir. That's right, nothing was here, sir. How can you talk so loud and still be hiding something? I'm sorry, I've been...
It was not like you faking dudes for someone, sir.
So, Zach was in the room when he vanished? Absolutely, sir. I saw him with my own eyes. That red silk hat, that flowing cape, it's pink, but whatever. He ran right in here, right inside this room. Silk hat, cape. That's Zach, right? But sir, look at the room. There's not a single place to hide. Sir, there was nothing I could do, but nothing, sir. What about now? Have any ideas? Sir! Ideas about what exactly, sir, if you don't mind me asking? I had quite a bit of time since then. Has nothing occurred to you at all? Do you have any idea what trick he might have used to disappear like that? Only 2. Cyclops! I should have known. Alright. We'll get back to you. Back to the past. Samurai Jack. Seven years ago.
Oh,
Oh yeah, Megals, do you want to be Trixie again?
Yeah. Ooh, morning, Daddy.
Ah, I'm so glad you.
You
Hey.
okay? You okay, Daddy? They picking on you?
I am fine as always.
Yo, why is Shady though kind of... Why is it in the magician's outfit he kind of looking, Anyway.
This old boy is here to help me after all.
That's young man to you. Good morning. That's a cute outfit you have on.
Thanks. My first show's today, after all.
2 weeks had passed since then. I called her into my office. Oh. Trucy, there's something we need to talk about. You're behind Charlie. Can you move real quick? Like, I need to water my plant. It's been 2 weeks since your father disappeared. We need to start thinking about your future. I did some calling around. This is hard to say, but you have no living relatives. So, I was wondering if you wanted to stay with me for a while. Just until your daddy comes home. It won't be long. I hope. Of course, it's totally your choice. If you don't like it here, you could go wherever you like. I could look up some places you might like to stay at. God, this is so weird.
Mr. Attorney, Daddy told me about you. He said I could trust you.
Huh? Really?
So if I stay here, does that mean you'll be my family?
Huh? I guess so? Getting weirder.
Mr. Attorney?
Actually, why don't you call me, Nick? Or you can call me Daddy, if you'd like. It doesn't have to be today or anything.
Okay, say Daddy.
That was quick. Yeah?
If I move here, I have to switch schools, right? And I was thinking, I haven't paid for lunches at my last school for a year. So thanks, Daddy. Oh, in this office, it's a little blah. A little color goes a long way, you know. Oh, and Daddy, you got fired from work, right? Don't you worry one bit, I'll work twice as hard. We'll make it through this.
Trucy, how old are you?
Oh, I'm 8. But don't let appearances deceive you. I'm a young professional. Stick with me and you'll do just fine, Daddy.
Thanks. Why does it feel like she's already in charge? Hello, can you move real quick? My mentor's favorite plant, Charlie. I guess watering Charlie's only one real job now. Wait, I have a child now! I have to feed Trucy like this! She probably needs more than the occasional watering too, I'm guessing.
Hmm?
Please, don't, thank God you did not say that out loud.
So, Daddy, you got fired for being a lawyer, right?
You could at least kind of look aside, or something when you say that. It's actually kind of hard for me. Poor Daddy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, is that foolish pride? My other daddy always used to talk about that.
Actually that's pretty accurate.
So here's my idea. We'll make a new office. Law just seems so stiff, doesn't it? And no one will be my friend at school that way.
Well, that won't do, I guess. I just don't know much about anything other than law. Or even much about law. If we were to ask some people.
Maybe the problem is calling it an office. We should run an agency instead.
Sorry, I dropped my soda cap. You mean like a talent agency? No, I'm sorry. You mean like a talent agency? Forgive me for asking, but doesn't that require talent?
You've got me, don't you? I'm a professional.
A professional?
Yup. After all, I am directly descended from the famous Zach Grammary.
Directly descended. He's your father.
Oh, and now I'm directly descended from the famous Phoenix Wright, too.
I think an 8-year-old just massaged my ego. Did it feel good? I don't know. Could you tell me a bit more about your daddy, Zach Grammary?
Sure thing, Daddy.
Which daddy was that again?
Daddy's so amazing. The biggest star of Troop Grammary, and they're big.
The Grammarys. They were on television a lot. Haven't seen them on much recently, come to think of it.
Big magic happens when you put Zach and Val and Grammary together, you know? Once they made a giant waterfall right there on the stage. And this giant trout swam up the giant waterfall.
Let me guess. There was a giant fisherman waiting for him at the top?
I wish I could have seen more of Daddy's magic.
I shouldn't have brought it up so soon.
I wonder what'll happen to me with Daddy and Mommy both gone.
Mommy? Yeah, what about Mommy? I haven't heard anything about Trucy's mother.
But I have my
Okay.
magic, and I am a great daddy, even if he is unemployed. You know, I think things are going to be okay.
I wonder if she'll talk about her mother.
Hello?
Oh, hi. Hello? Has someone else? Tess!
Oh, hey, Darkstorm.
You fools, I am omnipotent. I heard y'all were talking. No, not really. I just wanted to see what was going on.
It's Apollo Justice. You know what it do.
Oh, nice. Oh, yes, I do know what it do.
I am streaming Apollo Justice.
Aha.
This is where most of my voice acting is going to, and not in anything else. So, Trucy, you're a professional.
Yes, it's like that thing they say. Baby frogs grow up to be frogs?
They say that?
I always thought it was funny, though.
What was?
Aren't baby frogs called tadpoles? Maybe they thought it would be easier to understand that way for kids. How stupid.
Right. So, in conclusion, you're a professional magician, Trucy.
That's right. Well, wanna see a trick?
You're gonna do a magic trick? Why am I prompted?
It may be relevant to your case.
Actually, I would like to see a trick. Future of the agency depends on it, after all.
That's the spirit. Ready? Here goes. Ta-da!
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hey, folks, it's Mr. Hot. I got to say, it's good to be seen. Whoa, that was startling. Where was that hiding?
The amazing Mr. Hat. Isn't he great?
Your friendly neighborhood Mr. Hot at your service. Certainly makes an
If I
impression.
had a nickel for every time I saw a
Doesn't
character today named Mr. Hat, I'd have 2 nickels.
Which isn't a
Which
lot,
isn't a lot.
but it's weird. It's happened twice.
South Park.
And they were both puppets.
I can't remember. Alright, now I don't
I'm
remember
so
what the
glad
Mr.
you
Hat.
like you, Daddy.
What was the other Mr. Hat?
Mr. Garrison's
South Park,
puppet.
I'm guessing.
Oh,
South
right.
Park?
Sorry, I'm really stupid. Though my routines do get a bit heady at times. Haha, get it? Heady? My friendly neighborhood Mr. Hat nearly gave me a heart attack. Why is he in the court record?
That's a good question. Anywho.
Anyway, could you
I'm
tell
gonna
me?
get ready to head to bed.
Okay.
And shoutouts to June the. And also, before I head to bed, shoutouts to June the Fox.
And also, yeah, sure. Who? Yeah. I don't know what that is. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It's a friend of mine and receives. I'll explain more later.
Okay, bye. Good night. Okay. Surprise Taz. Anyway, could you tell me about your mommy, if it's okay?
Mommy was so pretty. She was like an angel up on stage.
On stage. You mean with her daddy?
Yep.
I mean with your daddy.
She was always there with second balance, smiling. But then, she went away.
She went to go get cigarettes. Went away.
It was
my
a
God.
grand illusion, but she made a mistake. She vanished, and I guess she didn't know how to give back.
Maybe so.
I cried then, a lot. That's when Daddy gave me this, here.
Ah! Ah! This is your mother?
She seems familiar to you.
Ah! She's beautiful. Ah!
I'm pretty sure you've seen her before.
Ah!
Her name's Thalassa Grammary.
Poor girl. I didn't know her mommy had gone missing. And now her daddy's vanished too, right before her eyes.
Hey, Daddy, you won't.
Don't worry, I won't vanish, I promise. I'm just gonna
Right, you
disappear
can't
every now and
even
then.
do magic. You're like a backup plan. Daddy always said to have a backup plan. Wink.
I guess all I rate as is a backup plan. Trucy's up the lasso. I think that's probably enough for today. Sorry to ask you so much all at once like that.
It's okay. After all, we're family. I just hope you're ready.
Excuse me.
The right talent agency opens tomorrow.
What? But are we representing anyone?
Me
Excuse
and
me.
you, that makes two, Daddy.
I think you need more than that to make an agency. Besides, you may be a magician, but I'm no talent.
Oh, I'm sure there's something you're good at.
Well, when you put it that way.
You mean you don't have any tricks? No old standbys? This will not do.
I mean, I wanted to be an artist one time, but then my girlfriend blamed me for murder twice.
A boy should always have a trick or two in his pocket. Which
Okay,
is not
okay.
A weird thing to say at all.
I'll think of something.
That's the spirit. See you bright and early tomorrow, Daddy.
Welcome to the team, Daddy-o. The team. Right. Ba ba ba. Sometimes when magicians vanish, they leave something behind. A little baby. That's how Trucy became Trucy Wright, my daughter. To be honest, I was pretty lost those first few days. Thinking back on it, it was a pretty dark time in my life. But Trucy, happy, smiling Trucy, she was my light. Dude. She wasn't unhinged until she became a teenager. Ooh. Huh. Interesting. 7 years ago. Oh. I figured.
I figured out you'd come here sooner or later.
Yeah, okay. I decided on sooner. Drew Misham. Was it? I'm sorry, Drew Misham, was it?
I haven't done anything illegal.
And I didn't come here to whine about past events. I wanted to ask you some questions.
I suppose you have that right. Right?
Aha! That is Drew talking.
That day, the entire court discerned into chaos.
Proceed.
Oh, only you stood, your eyes calmly watching. I admit, it made me quite an impression on me.
I'm used to finding myself in outrageous situations. Please don't get me started on the circus.
Phoenix Wright, was it? I'll answer what I can.
I'm not so sure, but feels like I'm being watched intensely. Oh, little baby!
Ah, this is my daughter, Vera. Say hello.
She's got a Widow Bear notebook. She's gone. Ah! Yes, we shan't.
Shall we begin?
We shan't begin. But first, I am immediately checking this room. Sorry, my friend's texting me.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll just sidle on over here for a closer look. Zoom and enhance. That's an awfully small frame. What's that inside it? A stamp?
Ah, don't touch that. I'll get in trouble.
Hmm?
That stamp belongs to Vera, you see. He always puts it somewhere where she can see it.
Ah! Ah! It's second Valen, the Grimoires, isn't it? Totally ignore the woman in the middle, but okay.
The post office issued that commemorative stamp last year.
Also, they're the what are they? The not basic colors. The three
Primary colors.
primary. I am very slow tonight.
No, it's Team Sonic.
Sonic Heroes.
Heroes! Sonic Heroes!
Anyway,
When the Gramarys were at the height of their popularity.
not anymore. Now that one of them has vanished off the face of the earth. Make that 2, by the way, Phoenix.
Vera went to see one of their shows when she was quite small.
Small.
She had been a dedicated fan ever since. She watched them every time they came on TV until the end.
I see.
That stamp quite hard to come by, I hear. I still wonder how she got her hands on it.
Commemorative stamp. Suspicious red envelope. What's this red envelope?
Ah, don't touch it! That's it's quite important.
Anar's face just changed hues. Haha. Guess I better behave, though it's tempting to just grab it. Oh, Phoenix. That's a pretty bottle. It's very weird, but...
Ah, don't touch that, please! I'll get in trouble. It belongs to Vera, you see. She always puts it somewhere where she could see it. She looks at it very often.
There's a light pink fluid inside. Nail polish, I'm guessing. That's a big-ass top for a nail polish bottle, but okay.
It's fancy.
Sure. This is you and Vera?
Yes, that was we took quite recently. I know, I'm a painter. Why not paint a portrait instead? I've never been that good at people, unfortunately.
Bitch, me too. I don't know how to draw a person anymore. Right. Shouldn't you practice? Isn't your whole thing forgeries? Use these gizmos for painting. They're pretty elaborate.
Ah, those. Those aren't for painting. They're for analyzing. Paint composition, age, every conceivable angle.
Tools of the forgery trade, I guess. And you'll have to go through that too, Phoenix. Anyway, paints and pigments are lined up on the shelves, with some noticeable gaps. Oh, yo, doopy.
It's embarrassing, but I can't afford all the paints I want. And I insist on buying the ones I use with my own money.
I can see how you'd want to do that, sure. I feel like all the paint splatters on this dude's sweater and stuff are like references to like, I would assume like Japanese like countries and prefectures.
Possibly.
Because they all look very interestingly like painted on. Because they don't look just like paint splatters. Anyway.
Perhaps you heard that you can make any color as long as you have the 3 primary colors. Well, it's a lie.
Poor guy. All I know is there is no black in oil painting, and oil painting will be the death of me. What's this painting here?
Not one of mine. It's an illustration for a book. It's not on sale yet, of course, but I thought it might be good business. As a father, I'd like to be able to put food on my daughter's table.
Not a feeling I know anything about. At least not yet. This is before Franco law offices. Anyway, paints are scattered all around, probably the ones he's currently using. There's something very artistic about a messy room. Not that this is anything compared to my office, or my apartment. I guess that would make my office a masterpiece. But shh. There's no mailbox. Interesting.
Are you going home by any chance?
No, I was just checking out the door. It's a very cool door you got there. Just starts opening it.
Oh.
Good thing I'm far too stubborn to take hints like that. I think I checked everything in the room. Crocus? There's some finished paintings stacked here. That doesn't look all that bad, really.
I'll sell you one for 50 cents.
That's okay. They look kind of heavy. Don't get me started on one of those the paintings from the very first game. Maybe he needs to work on his sales technique a bit. I think I clicked on everything and maybe I'll just settle over here for a closer. Oh, never mind. Okay. All right. I think I looked at everything in the room. Yo, this music slap. Judging from this place, you're a painter?
Not, sadly, a profitable one. I never sold a painting. Only source of income, considerable embarrassment.
Oop.
Could be able to get by if it were only me.
Your daughter? Who's also in this room, I guess?
Her mother grew weary of me and left. I don't want her to grow up needy, Mr. Wright. This is why I began my other occupation.
Forgeries.
Don't look at me with those eyes.
It's not
I
looking
know
at me
what
with them big old
it is.
eyes.
They're shrunken.
In fact, they're non-existent.
They're just pupils.
Yeah. He's got Brock eyes.
More than half the paintings that bring me are stolen. And who knows what my copies are used for.
But some of your works aren't paintings, correct?
You may not believe me when I tell you this. That was my first work outside of painting.
What?
To think it would be used as evidence in a murder trial. I never even imagined the possibility.
Then why did you take the job?
Well, I was paid. Well paid. Very well paid.
I think he
And
feels
they
worse
gave me
about
a
that
due.
than I did. Fast is hard to escape.
Honestly, the sooner I put this behind me, the better. With apologies to you, of course.
I'm sorry, but it's not gonna be quite so easy. He's trying to forget what he made. Looks like I'll have to remind him. Your work. Don't try to pretend you've forgotten. Sure, all you did was make a copy, but that copy might have destroyed the life of an innocent man. You might have also copied it from someone else, which therefore there is an actual page that looked like this. But who knows? I might be jumping to conclusions. I'm responsible too, which is why I have to go. If you have to tell me.
I knew it would be difficult to escape this.
Then let's talk. Well then, ready to tell me about this work you did?
It's unlike anything I attempted before.
Guess it would be a little different from paintings.
Not what I mean. In all my previous work, I sufficed to create a copy.
This wasn't? Okay. This wasn't a copy?
The client gave me two things that day. First was a sample page as a reference. The second was a printed document I can only surmise was written by the client.
So you use the real writing as a reference to reproduce what the client wrote?
Yes, as I said, it was my first job of that nature.
So, who was your client?
As I said in court, I do not know.
Really? Even for such a suspicious request? If it was me, I'd wanted to know as much as I could about the requester.
I never met them. Not personally.
Oh, yes you have, bitch! And it's only 2 locks! Of course. Seems like you're still hiding something. Something about this work. Could I just solve this now? Because I feel like I have everything for this. Because I assume we're all staying in the
You can try.
past. Oh, I should have saved. Whatever.
Oh, you can actually go between the past and present.
I wasn't sure if I was able to because all of them were question marks. Let's hear it then. What are you hiding from me, Mr. Misham?
I'm sorry, but I really don't know. I've never met the client.
True, when I asked the client's name, there was no sight locks at sight. Regardless, you're hiding something. You have to be, otherwise it wouldn't make any sense.
Why are you doing this to me?
What do you want from me? So what's Mr. Misham hiding? The sample, the client, or the forger? Can I...
The forger.
Yeah. Oh! Okay, it's about Vera. I can pretty much piece together what it is from what you've said.
But what is it, then?
You told me you knew about the client, and I couldn't see any cyclops. Oh, sorry, talking out loud.
Psycholox? Is that some part of asylum security? Or a new hairstyle, perhaps?
Yo, I want psycho locks, but then they did show up, didn't they? Who was your client?
As I said in court, I do not know.
Really? Even for such a suspicious request? If it was me, I'd want to know as much as I could about the requester. Not personally. Not personally! Those words triggered the psych lock. Again, sorry, I'm talking to myself again.
Again, with those psycho-locks, now I really must know what they are.
Okay, so you didn't meet with the client, but someone else did. Maybe the real forger behind the evidence.
Perhaps I got hung up on this lock business. But I'm afraid you've lost me.
Aha! Well, yeah, I didn't come here to talk about the Cyclops. As long as I come to the right conclusion, it doesn't matter how I got there.
And your conclusion is?
The real forger behind this wasn't you, Mr. Misham.
Poppycock! I don't know what you're talking about. That's my work, I tell you.
Just real quick. Okay, just making sure. Oh, wait, hold on. Thalassa?
Yeah.
Thalassa.
Thalassa.
Because that's the... Thal is related to the phobia, thalassophobia, which is the fear of the ocean, deep ocean. Anyway.
Does she look familiar to you?
Hey, yo, 44 and 33. Yo, hey, yo. Well, maybe this is like last time seen. At 33. Never mind. Okay.
Made here in my studio. Who else could have done it but me?
That's the real question, isn't it? If the forger wasn't you, I don't have many other people to choose from.
We already established.
Yeah, the real forger is your daughter, Vera Misham, isn't it?
Ridiculous! My daughter's 12 years old, Mr. Wright. I've always been more one for landscapes and not surrealism.
Nice comeback, but you're shaking in your boots. I've got you now. The only two people with access to the studio are you and your daughter. The Cyclops tell me you're not the forger, which makes your daughter the only possibility.
I feel very much on the verge of going psycho lock myself.
Phoenix, I feel like you shouldn't tell people what Cyclops are. You'll... This is a very depressing Cyclock. Besides Adrian, I don't want to think about Adrian.
Adrian! I don't know how you knew, but you're right. The one who made this page was my daughter, Vera, not I. She's only 12, a genius, you might call her.
A precocious little girl outshining her father. There's been a lot of that going around recently.
I let her play in the studio, and she watched me. She taught herself in that way. Drafting tools and analytical devices I bought with that when they became necessary. They're my little girl's playthings now.
Ah, do I detect a bit of fatherly pride? So Vera was the one who made this page. Would she know who the client was then?
Actually, the client came once. Here to the studio.
What? Why didn't you say so sooner?
But the face was covered. They did not want to talk to me. They wanted the pants of Phoenix Wright.
Oh, so they talked to your daughter? That's a little creepy, but okay.
I will only speak to the artist, the clients told me.
And the little girl is the key to our mystery client's true identity. Okay, what do I do now? Maybe I should talk to her father a bit more. Or is it time to turn my attention to Vera? I don't... Mr. Misham, I have a request.
Let me guess, you'd like to speak with my daughter.
Can I?
As long as you're not straight.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm 100% gay, guys. It's all good. Well, actually,
My
more
daughter
bi,
has
75% attracted to men more than women. Yeah.
My daughter has never been one to talk to strangers. He really does have a type.
Yeah.
He's quite shy. Extremely so. Actually. With one exception.
Which was?
Oddly enough, it was that client.
I'm sorry to get, like, I'm sorry to piece things together in my brain.
New AOL login screen from 20 years ago. I left the studio while they talked. When I returned, they finished, and she was laughing at the guy's dropped pants. It was the first time I've seen anything of the sort.
Please, let me speak with her.
Alright.
Little baby. Uh-oh, this could be tough. I feel like I need to show her... something. Like... a soul? Oh, what do you think about this? Okay. I think I just made her nervous. I need something to grab her attention. Oh! And then, there's this.
My stamp.
Hey, she spoke! She could talk! Yeah, so the stamp. How can I keep her talking? Isn't Troop Grammary amazing?
Ah,
Yeah?
oh,
I especially like those two, Zach and Valen. I mean, they're just so magical.
aren't they? Aren't they?
Yeah, whenever I go to one of their shows, I'm like, whoa, magic. You know?
Me too, me too. I love them. They're so cool. It's like magic, yeah.
Alright, she's talking. Not saying much, but it's a start.
I went and saw them with Father the other day. The opening ceremony at the Grammary Museum of Magic.
Grammary Museum? They have one of those? Guess it makes sense now that they have their own commemorative stamp. So have you been to one of their shows?
Just once when I was little with Father. The Grammary's on stage. It was like a dream. Disappearing, reappearing, cutting apart, putting back together, they do it all.
Yeah, maybe you can keep telling me stuff like this? You know, about Zach and Valen, maybe.
Oh, sure.
Alright, better go asking before she changes her mind.
They're the best in the world.
Huh? Oh, you mean the Troop Grammary? Of course.
Father gave it to me.
Wait, your father? But I asked him about it. He didn't know how you got it.
I guess I just took it, yeah.
Took it.
Father got a letter from that person.
That person. You mean that letter was from the client?
Oh, we talked about the Grammaries forever that day. I'm sure that's why I was sent that stamp. I didn't want to just send it back, so I took it.
They're a sneaky one, this client. They were trying to get on her good side. Sad music play.
I don't go outside much. I like to paint in here.
Why don't you like the outside?
There's bad people out there.
Well, true, but there are lots of good people too. Like me!
Actually, I should tell you. He was almost kidnapped. Once.
Kidnapped?
He, says that she would spend, well, you can see for yourself. Kept asking if you want to see my gun. She now refuses to leave the house.
I see. Wait, but that doesn't make sense. She said she went to the Grammary Museum with you, in fact.
Yes, actually, she was quite insistent on it, much to my surprise. That was the first and last time she expressed such a desire to me.
That person gave me a good luck charm
Good luck, charm.
for when I absolutely had to go outside.
Yes, apparently she received something. A gift. From the client, actually. She won't tell me what it was.
Father, I told you to keep that a secret.
From that client. This I have to hear about. So your father tells me you're good at painting all sorts of things.
I really like painting, a lot. Father is always very happy when I paint them exactly the same.
So you did this too?
Oh yes, that was my first job.
Your first?
All I used to do was paint the same thing I saw. But this was totally different. The pen slips and the way the writer held the pen and the pressure on the nib. I had to use a microscope and analyze it on the computer.
She seems happy. Oh, and her work has the last nail in the Grammary coffin. I guess no one told her. That's a little sad. Oh god. So you met the person that asked you to do this job? And you talked with them. What's this about a good luck charm you received?
I can't talk about it.
Eh?
If I do, it won't work anymore. That's what I was told.
Yeah, but I really, really have to know. I really want my badge. I really want my attorney's badge. Only 2 again. Right, time to do some psych unlocking. I probably don't have anything on this. Alright, bye, past Violet. Not Vera. So I could just go to the past Samurai Jack?
Yes.
I can't press A on any of these.
Okay, then just go back to the past.
Samurai Jack.
Take your pick.
Hi, Meekins. You had Megatama, right? I don't think I pressed you even. Because I think you only have 2. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Meekins. What do you know? Spit it out. Hey, what's with the atmosphere in here all of a sudden? Did you bring me into the void finally? You know something and I'm gonna find out what. Zach Gremory vanished from this room. How'd he do it? How, sir? Well, sir, I can't say Sir! Why are you so nervous if you aren't hiding something? Well, sir, you see, at the time, sir, I was here, and listen, it was important! How could such a little girl possibly do anyway? What did you just say? The fuck? Nerf. Sir, did I just say something, sir? No, you screamed it through the megaphone of yours. There was someone else in that room, wasn't there? Sir, I'm gonna have to invoke my right to remain in a state of not talking. It's okay, Meekins. You don't have to tell me who Zach's accomplices was. Little baby. Sir! I've never seen that girl until just the other day. Mr. Meekins, I'm not buying it. Sir! Sir, that day she was here in that room, sir. But he wasn't! You mean you chased her into this room, not him? Sir, in my days as a police officer, literally days, I learned a thing or two. Okay, just one thing, but it was how not to mistake a girl for a 7-foot-tall magician. Bro's 7 feet? Damn. Zach isn't that tall, is he? You have a point. I find it hard to imagine that anyone would mistake a little girl for Zach Gremory, but you saw something. And therein lies the trick. I think I know who it was, Mr. Meekins. Oh, that's why. There's a mustache on this little dude. What's that? That girl's favorite trick, the amazing Mr. Hat. She uses it in her shows down at the Wonder Bar. How I know that? I don't know. Have you been to the Wonder Bar? So... It wasn't a waking dream, was it, sir? Come again?
Damn.
That night on stage, I saw a vision, except it wasn't a vision. It was a hat. I'm an amazing Mr. Hat. He really exists. Sir, how old are you? Like 5? Unlock successful. Mentally, he is in... He's 24. Okay, he's like... Anyway. I remember it clearly, though the details are a little vague. Zach Gremory exited the courtroom. I gave chase and cornered him in the corner room, sir. Zach Gremory, don't even think you can escape! Rickets! Down on your hands, floor on your head! Hello?
Something the matter, mister?
No, that is... sir, I'm currently chasing a suspect, sir. Zach Gremory, do you know him?
Oh, I love Zach Gremory. His magic is the best. I'm his biggest fan.
Oh my god, Tracy's a con artist. I see. That's why you're wearing that costume you're wearing. Anyway, that very same Zach Gremory came into this room.
But no one's been in here except me.
But he has to be in here somewhere. Under the sofa, in the trash can, behind the painting, under the rug. So Trucy was his accomplice. Imagine my astonished surprise when 1 week later, I just happened to walk into a bar and see him, Mr. Hat. I couldn't believe my own eyes. For a while, I thought it had been a long dream. A dream that lasted a week? Some dreams be like that, though. It wasn't the magician who disappeared. It was Mr. Hat. Though it seems complex, what really happened that day was quite simple. You were standing by the door, and out came Zack. But that wasn't all. Another person got in on the act, and she was standing in front of lobby number 2. Little tiny Hat, along with Mr. Hat. And that's the beauty of it, isn't it? So, while you are standing in shock and amazement, the magician rounds the corner, and most likely runs through the closest door, into lobby number 1. This is where you come in. You turn the corner in rather lukewarm pursuit. And at the very moment, Trucy runs into lobby number 2. And all she has to do is tuck away the amazing Mr. Hat. Sir, I only lost sight of him at the briefest of moments. Then I saw that cape! Zack Grammy's red cape fluttering like a cape! Astounding, sir! All my days of posing queries and making inquiries and chasing quarries wasted. It was as if I could see them melting away like an ice cream cone left by the side of the road to die! Or the scattered remains of a mistily-eaten chocolate parfait. Such sweet sorrows. I'm sorry. I had no idea how much you'd suffer on account of this case. It's an honor, sir. I've apologized to people many, many times, sometimes more than once. But this is the first time anyone's ever apologized to me! Actually, about that girl, I'm sort of her guardian now. Is that so? Sir, you should know that I harbor no ill feelings whatsoever in my harbor. Okay. I let the defendant escape. I let the defendant escape. That's the stone cold truth. Just another step on my way from singing the blues to wearing the blues. Someday, sir, I'll be standing side by side with the great detective Gumshoe! What you do in one case? Mr. Meekins, this is a free ticket to the show at the Wonder Bar. If you want, it's an honor, sir. Sir, I can't count the number of things I've had taken from me, sir. But no one's ever given me anything for free! Great! I'll see you in the court next time then, sir. I look forward to it. All eyes were on Zack Grammry that day in court until his mysterious disappearance. Now part of the mystery's been revealed, but the magician remained out of sight. It would have been 7 years before I met him again. Oh. Which means I have something probably for the anyway, I am going to save, and we're gonna take a little bit of a break. And this time I'm actually going to remember to turn off the photo. Anyway. Yeah, this is... Alright, twisty and turny it is going to become now, this game. I also need to get water now, because I've finished my sody. Anyway, we're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna play the music real quickie. And we'll be right back. Alright. Alright, I'm back.
Hello.
I got myself some water now. Alright. Back in the game. And this time I actually am showing the game now. And hopefully it will show on the stream that you can see the game. And I will turn on the music. Yes, you can. Alright. Back in the game. Let's check out this Borscht Bowl Club.
The one place I haven't seen in this game.
Oh, I'll be taking my leave now. Still have some work to do back at the office. Then I guess I'll go back to my piano. To be honest, it's better when you aren't playing. This frigid culinary dungeon also almost feels comfortable. Later then.
They were on a date.
Yeah, 2 hours left on my shift. Wonder if we'll get any customers tonight.
Ahem. Do you know who I am?
Who I am? No, but if you hum it, you can play it. Just kidding, I don't do requests. I'm a stingy little bitch, ain't I?
How about a different sort of request?
This is
If
the
you know what I mean.
beginning case of
You
Apollo
see,
Justice.
I play cards.
Oh, a customer. I was just hoping someone would come in and save me from the night at the Keys.
I seek a true competition. I have heard the Borscht Club is the place for this. Now I see the rumor is true.
And this... a friend of yours? Why is he here?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just your favorite neighborhood newsman. Ah, he won't be playing tonight. When his business is finished, I'll send him home. This competition will be between us, no others. Now drop them.
Okay. Right Talent Agency represents 2 artists, and I'm number 2. I play a piano. Well, sort of. It's actually just a front for my real talent, which is playing poker. Without spending any money. Don't ask me how I got started, I don't remember. But I'm good.
Objection!
Real good. What do you mean objection?
No, I'm joking.
It did take long for the rumors to get around. Go to the Borscht Bowl Club. If you want a real game, that guy's never lost. People don't come to hear me tickle the ivory. They come to watch me play cards. Is this a seedy poker club? No, it's a restaurant. We don't play for high stakes. There's no money involved. But real players carry cash. They're always thirsty. It's a handy source of income for the club owner. And me, but yeah. Now let's compete. I'll take you to the room.
The hideout, yes? Before we go,
Yeah?
allow me to introduce myself. My name is Shady Smith.
Does
Oh, and I'm Brushel.
Oh.
Sparks Brushel,
does he look
news reporter.
exactly the same?
Yes.
I was thinking his hair got longer. Oh,
No, Phoenix right.
huh?
You must always look a man in the eye will make your introductions. You still don't know who I am?
Have we met? Ah!
Today in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty.
What are you talking about?
I am talking about these nuts.
Ah, blah 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 blah. We know about this.
Blah 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 blah.
Blah blah
Blah blah blah blah.
Da-da. You can't be, but you're Zach Gremery?
Yes. A reincarnation act of the century.
It's been 7 years.
Pity I only have an audience of one. You.
And one Russian dealer.
Me. Right out in bed.
Zach Gremery, this must be a bad dream. In a sense, this guy ruined my life.
You there.
Duh. I love this girl.
We'll play soon. Ready the room.
I will be preparing the hideout for you. I love Olga. She's so cute. Are you really him? The Zach Gremery?
Now I am Shetty Smith. Remember this.
How many years has it been now? 6?
In exactly 3 days from now, it will be 7. I caused you so much inconvenience, I fear.
Yeah, you could say that.
Is she well? Thalassa, I mean?
I'm sorry, who?
Tracy!
She's fine. I've got her working already, hope you don't mind.
I need hardly express my gratitude, but you have it. This is why I have come.
Okay. Real cool. Anyway.
That, and to settle a matter of cards.
By which you mean poker. Those eyes. You get just lost in them. He's serious.
Actually, those are bedroom eyes.
Yeah, it's the damn. Sorry, jump scare. Damn eyes, though. Oh wait, hold up.
And a spy
These are sorry. So now we have Trucy now, 15. Apollo 22. What do you mean you call Apollo? Okay.
He's still younger than that Sky fella.
Emma?
I just thought, yeah.
Mm.
She's 23.
Huh. I mean, it's still a 1-year age thing. It's fine. Whatever.
And so I have decided I will win tonight, no matter what it takes.
I know this guy's type. They're dangerous.
For you.
Oh! Everything's about the competition. All else is secondary.
Perhaps we should take this time to talk before we play. I know you have much to ask me. Like, am I single?
Probably.
And I do.
Bam. I still have this evidence from 7 years ago. Okay. Mr. Zach, could you tell me about this?
Mr. Right. We meet for the first time in 7 years and you offer me this? Please!
It wasn't a present.
Ask me for this.
This guy's a hard sell. Probably won't get any rise out of him unless they show him something really interesting.
You should have taken me out for dinner first.
Yeah, I probably talked to him first. We competed that day 7 years ago, too.
Ah, yes. You must have been surprised. Called to the detection center out of the blue.
2. 1. Showdown time. Wait. I lost. It's only a game of poker. A game I played for a long time, and only lost twice. Who was the first? The man I killed, of course. You choose your defense attorneys by playing poker. Which is
Some
very
are
lucrative, but
fired,
okay.
Others are fired. When you compete, you can see a man's true nature. You know what I speak of. I know you do.
Trucy's power
Jersey, she's in a class of her own.
Okay. For 7 years, I've played poker here at the Borscht Bull Club. And I've never lost once. I'm good, but not that good. I win because whenever there's a big game, I bring in Trucy. I bring a baby. She sends me signals. I cheat. This
Daddy, he's got a good hand. You might have a chance if you act quick. Better call him soon.
Please stop showing these hands, man. Can you tell me what her power is?
Judging a person's slot by their reaction is a staple of performance magic.
No, it's a... Well, that's an actual magician's quote-unquote trick. You can read the micro movements in your face to see what you're thinking about.
But those of Chrissy's line possess far greater skill.
She's literally magic. Her line.
Recall you were the second man who I lost.
Magnify Grammary.
Oh, it's the first time I learned of his power, as you call it.
Wait, so you're saying her power is genetic? Oh god. It's just in the Grammary blood or something?
Blood.
I know blood!
I am sorry, but it's not something told lightly to outsiders. And it's not... It is nothing you need to know at the time, unless you do something for me.
It's some kind of Grammary secret, then fine.
Jin's Grammary secret.
She's...
You have to be sponsored by Grammary.
Yeah. By Grammarly. The shittiest word check website ever. Word check program ever. Honestly, the worst.
I actually remember seeing an Ace Attorney video where he got nothing but Grammarly ads showing up the entire time. She's 15 this year.
She's still trying her best to follow in your footsteps, you know?
I see. When I
sorry.
planned my disappearance,
Oh, it's all happening all at once, okay.
when I planned my disappearing act, I thought of her alone gave me pause.
Wait, you were planning on vanishing from the get-go? Damn, what a deadbeat dad you
Yeah.
are.
Yes, and for that I must apologize. However, I could not be found guilty that day
Oh.
because of this.
I hereby give all rights to the secrets, staging, and performance of my magic to the recipient named below, Zach Grammary. This.
A transfer of rights. You see this thing?
Transferal? That's Magnify's Grammary. That's Magnified Grammary signature, isn't it? I hereby give all rights to the secret staging and performance of my magic to the recipient named below. The recipient's name is you, Zach Grammary.
Yes, it is I.
Wait,
Dio!
this page looks torn.
You recall the diary, yes?
Ah! Ah! First, take a close look at this diary. Note that a page has clearly been ripped out. It just so happens I have here what I believe to be the missing page. Oh, wait, let me see that. How can I forget? That scrap of paper lost me my attorney's badge, you dick.
This is the real page that was torn from the book. Magnifique gave it to me that night.
You could have told me this earlier, like 7 years earlier.
Once again, I must apologize. It was all I could do to prepare for my escape from that courtroom. The greatest of Magnifi's grammary illusions are true art. As such, they are well protected by this document. But it's Barrett may perform his illusions on stage.
Sounds like a pretty important thing to have it. If you're his disciple. Excuse me.
It's alright.
I'm a sleepy
As the
boy.
rightful heir to EP,
I'm in EP, yes.
as the rightful heir to his art, I too wanted a rightful heir.
Rightful?
I'm sure you know who I chose as my successor.
Your daughter.
That's why I have risked all to come here tonight. Breshel? Sir? Ah, here you go.
Oh, what's this?
A letter passing the rights I inherited to Trucy. I would have you sign it here as a witness,
But
but bend over.
I'm not a lawyer anymore. I mean, what? Hold on. I gotta feed my babies real quick. My Pokemon. I forgot to feed my Snorlax. I have a shiny Sylveon. I don't mean to flex.
Hmm?
For I have more shinies in Pokemon Sleep than I've had in most Pokemon games I've played.
We all have our Pokemon game where we're prone to shinies.
We have the most luck. And you need a public notary besides.
Oh, I may not look like it, but I'm a certified notary.
Are you sure?
Day by day, I'm a notary. Glasses and hunt for news. Also by day, I wear a reporter's glasses and notarize. When I take off the glasses, I can't see very well.
For me, I technically have 20/20 vision. I have fine vision. I just keep wearing glasses just because I like. They're still very much real glasses, though.
That's all good.
I look like a zombie
signature,
without glasses
please.
on.
This is the first reaction I have come here tonight.
Mm-hmm. So past Phoenix is gonna have this letter?
Well, actually, you have it.
Just me. So this is... But this is Phoenix, though.
Yes, and he gave it to you.
Me, the player?
Actually, he gave it to Trusty.
Oh, that too. Now I know why you come out hiding only now. It's been 7 years, he said.
Precisely.
Oh my god, you love talking, don't you, Shady? There's a law that covers your situation. After 7 years, missing persons are considered to be legally deceased. So if someone was to vanish from the face of the earth 7 years ago, they would lose all rights as a living person after 7 years from that day. Not to mention all of their possessions. Oh.
Exactly. Which is why I'm here.
Oh no, oh no, is this gonna get sad? I just realized.
Yes. I risk showing my face in public for the sake of this document. Before my 7 years are up. You might say I'm securing my daughter's inheritance.
But do you really need this document? Wouldn't Trucy inherit your estate automatically?
Not in this case, I'm afraid.
I'm homeless. This case.
I received the performance rights from Magna Phi Grammary. However, this was done in secret, without witness. Before Magna Phi died, two potential successors to his repertoire were named. Self, Zach Grammary, and Valent Grammary. Trucy.
We're not going to talk about the third lady, but okay. I see, so do you need this document? Well, I mean, she's not here, so where is she?
I've known Brushel since before I vanished. He's a man I can sort of trust.
Yeah.
Now only three know of my repro.
I took the liberty of looking into Trucy's background. I found you had no other close kin.
It's as you say.
Well, isn't Valen her uncle? Like, they are brothers, or is that, like, a... Like, are they actually?
In essence, correct. I think they mean immediate family.
Right.
You know,
Okay.
brother, sister, father.
Well, what is, well, isn't there, like, godparents as well? After a... So that would technically be Valen. I was kind of hoping you'd say something about the mother at this point. I know everyone else, but Truthy's mother is a mystery. I think I know how to make him spill. This person in the photo is Truthy's mother?
How did you come by this?
Truthy showed it to me. She said her mother was gone.
That it is so.
Huh?
She is gone. What is more to say?
What?
Oh, I know.
Whoa, you're still here?
According to my in-depth research, Truthy's mother, Magna Phi Grammary's only daughter, end quote.
What? Magnify's daughter? Is that true, Mr. Zach?
Brushel, you say too much.
Kill him!
Your life is for... Why am I the bad guy?
Zach decked him.
In any case, Mr. Wright, this discussion is over.
Thalassa Grammary. She's the most mysterious of the whole lot. I need to gather some more evidence from the past for some reason. Anyway.
Well, the preload may have been longer than the main attraction. Shall we begin our game? My final competition? Or
Fine.
drop 'em?
Why?
As you said, I have come out of hiding today to make this document legally binding. Once this is done, I shall slip once more into the underground.
Without seeing your daughter? Again, you probably are the most deadbeat next to Phoenix.
At least Phoenix is there.
Yeah. Even if he's mostly drinking and in the hospital.
I would be best if I did not. 7 years ago, we played. 7 years ago, I lost. And 7 years ago, I went out to get some cigarettes.
Yeah.
I already lost to Magna Phi, and I do not care to lose another. And I heard that you never lose.
It's just a rumor.
Except, yes, for the impossible to never lose, unless one has an ace up their sleeve.
Wink, wink.
As a magician, it causes me no irritation of irritation. The sake of your lawyer might be out there pulling the wool over so many eyes.
Hey, I just signed your document for you. Maybe you could try lightening up?
Unless that, this is it. Time for you to lose your virginity.
I'm sorry, no.
I think it was already taken a
By
long time ago
Edgeworth.
anyway.
Or Dahlia,
Nope,
one of the two.
By Iris.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Or possibly even Maya.
No.
I mean Mia. No, Mia.
Yeah, Mia.
Possibly even Mia.
Anyway.
Or for my final competition, I will destroy your perfect record. Mr. Wright. This will be my final performance. You are warned.
This guy's beyond serious. So much for a fun evening of cards.
Brushel, you may lead. Oh, but it's your last game. I mean, what a scoop! I punch, and I punch, and I punch, but still it's not enough. Yeah, I just remember I had a future prior engagement. Toodles, gentlemen. You know, nice meeting you, little piano man.
Little.
Now let us begin. Dealer,
Da.
you will be our witness to our competition.
Da. It is honor for me. Why haven't I seen her around before?
Ah, that reminds me. I saw a familiar face as I entered this restaurant. He does not seem to knows me, however.
Hmm?
Gavin, I believe was his name.
You know him?
After a fashion. Listen, Phoenix Wright. Once can learn much from a true competition. Remember this.
Wait. I still haven't done your Cyclock thing yet! Memory power. I was close to understanding it, but I needed more. And I knew where to get it. Trucy's mother. I need to meet that reporter again. That was clear. And one other thing. From the moment my final competition with Zack began that night, a name was running through my head. The name of a man now in prison. A name Zack Gramery knew. How and why? Okay, so I'll come back to his Cyclock thing later then. Solitary Cell 13. Bruh, Kristoff gets to keep... Damn, dude.
His office.
So I assume I can't touch these things yet.
You could, but why would you at the moment?
Yeah, I am now in the zone. And I get to talk to myself.
Mhm.
Woo! Present day, Central Prison, Solitary Cell 13. Well. Isn't this an unexpected surprise? What errand brings you down to my cramped confines? Dude, you living fresh in prison right now. Gavin. Is this your idea of revenge, Phoenix Wright? Revenge for the events that took away your attorney's badge 7 years ago? My past is my logic, straight and true. Nothing's changed. All I did was point the finger of justice in the proper direction. Don't take that out of context.
He's going Super Saiyan.
Fine. I'm glad we could have this little tea for tea, or whatever, right?
Tit-a-tat.
Tit for tat. You look well, Phoenix Wright. You too, Gavin. Not in a gay way though. Yo.
Actually, it is.
Do-do. Life has been full of surprises. Life could be a dream if you could think. For both of us. I've no doubt you never expected to lose that attorney's badge of yours. And I'll bet you never expected to wind up here. Shady Smith. What's the name of the man you killed? Did you know who he really was? Who he was? Zack Gramery. You know, the defendant. I remember him, of course. That is the evil anime face. That is Light Yagami. But you say Smith was Zack? Impossible. Don't even try to tell me it was a coincidence. What did I just say? Life is full of surprises, don't you think? After that trial, you were arrested and found guilty. Your motive was never made clear. A mistake I plan to remedy. You're not an attorney anymore, Phoenix Wright. What possible conclusions do you think this investigation of yours can lead to? I killed a man named Smith. with a bottle because I am an evil human being. Is that enough? Not for me, it isn't. I need to know why.
I think you want more of an explanation.
You recall that
want
case 7
to-
years ago?
Investigate.
Yeah, the trial where Zach Gramery pulled his famous vanishing act. My brother won his fair share of praise and adoration for that trial, as I recalled. What's the age difference between these two? Because I know it's 32. I don't have Clavies.
He's around the same age as Apollo.
Alright, wow, 10 years. Genius prosecutor reveals crooked attorney, was it? That was when I met you, wasn't it? Was it now? The Bar Association Review Board voted unanimously for the strictest punishment. Unanimous save for one dissenting opinion. Yours. It was my brother who was responsible for putting you in that position after all. For 7 years we've been friends. Yet I still don't understand you. Like, you showed up in, like, the first case and then never again. But right, your friendship towards me was never pure. You suspected me, then, as you still do now, don't you? Honestly, right now, I'm not sure what I think. I love Edgeworth, but, like, he hasn't been in the country in, like, years. I don't know where he is. He never calls me. You didn't just brain a guy with a juice bottle for no reason. Juice, quote unquote. Tell me why you did it. Persistent, aren't you? I came here because I remembered something. The night of our game, Zach Gramery mentioned your name, Gavin.
Ah, that reminds me. I saw a familiar face as I entered this restaurant. He didn't notice me, however.
Hmm?
Gavin. I believe that was his name.
After that, he was killed.
Yes, that twink name.
Yeah, and I asked you to help me. No, he's pretty wide. Because I remembered your kindness back when everyone had turned on me. I seem to be in a bit of trouble. Something like that. Dead. Someone hit him. Hard. Me? Please. The cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands. Should it come to that. I have to know. Why did you kill Shady Smith? No, Zach Gramery. Of course, he's got Cyclops. Oh god, oh god. Ah! Whoa, whoa! I've never seen Cyclops like these. Dark, cold, full of despair. Ugh! Can I even unlock these things?
No,
Something wrong, right?
not without severe consequences.
No, it's nothing.
At least
You shouldn't push yourself so hard. Life is to be taken easy, you know? He's doing his nail. Yo, hey, yo, slay though? Yo, absolutely slay, but also sus. Yo, think giggle. What self-respecting man would use nail polish? Yo, show off, queen. Not really.
he's a guy liner.
I know appearances are a big thing with you. You know what I say. One cannot live a beautiful life without beautiful nails. Absolutely true. I wish I painted my nails more. Or straight in all things, except nothing less. I can't really paint my nails all that fashy for work. So I just do black, like my soul. Certainly does look like first-rate nail polish.
enough.
Like the sparkly bottle. It's crystal. If you're so drawn to it, please have one. It's on me. Thanks, I guess? I just took his whole bottle. Ooh, fancy. Ariadani. I've heard of that brand. And this must be the brand symbol. It's supposed to be some kind of flower? Wait, no, maybe it's a... Yeah, wait, on second... Is that an eagle? Who makes these things up anyway? You think they'd try for a clear symbol at least. It's supposed to be fonte. Doo-doo, doo-doo.
And that yellow envelope is in the background.
Yes, I did see that too. That envelope's been bothering me since I came in here! It's not nice to peek at others in people's mails. It's illegal. You get mail here in jail? Then I do. Though they read it first, apparently. Still, I am allowed the pleasure of correspondence. Packages and the like are a different matter, however. Looks like a peek is out of the question. But I know it's there and I saw the stamp, bitch! Nice roses. You taking care of this one here? Yes, she's surprisingly delicate, you know. Requires careful tending, but she is my best friend, as they say. Best? Come on. Now I'm starting to feel bad for you. Oh? Of course, she's known to bite, if handled roughly. Oh! God damn! Your roses bite? I was speaking of the photo next to the rose. My retriever, Von Gol. Cute, but feisty. Every dog has... Wait, I want to see the dog! You tell me... I'm sorry, you tell me there's a dog, but I can't see him!
Well, that's Kristoff for you.
Von Gol.
Think of it.
The only retrievers I know are golden retrievers. Are there German retrievers?
There's actually chocolate retrievers, I believe.
Chocolate. Why do we think that's what... Labradors. I found German Shepherd Golden Retriever hybrid. I'm gonna send a photo because it is damn cute. Doo 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 doo. This is some vibes, this song. Yep, it pulled up, I didn't save it. Doo 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 doo. There we go. Dog. Golden Retriever, German Shepherd mix. It's strange, you know? Here I am in solitary, and yet the books keep piling up. Looks like you got more than books up there. Yes, my collection. I have a few friends on the prison staff. They show me a little kindness. Just a little. Yeah, they give you a whole ass violin and a goat! That's some cheer.
Because they think, no.
Just looking at it makes me want to take a seat. You'd probably have to add a whole digit to the price of one of my office chairs. In here, a comfortable chair is the most valuable thing in the world. You'd have to add 2 digits to the price of a standard prison issue chair for this. Those prison chairs don't look so bad either. Maybe I should redecorate. I love my prison aesthetic in my office. You tell me you have dog and you do not show me dog. How dare you? I can't. Is he gonna react to anything? Probably not. Nothing I show him yet. Those psych blocks are probably for the very end. But I have enough for something. I think. That's my... Because she also only... I think she has 3... she only has 2. Okay, good. You seem to trust this client. Quite a lot, in fact. Because they gave you this stamp. Bagels, I know it's been long, but it's okay.
No, that's not why. They listened to me, to my problem.
The problem? That keeps her inside all the time.
Don't go outside if you don't want to. That's what they told me. But when I absolutely have to go out, all I had to do was use a good luck charm.
Good luck charm? That your client gave you? I think I know what your client might have given you, actually. Is this good luck charm? It's the, nail polish, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Take that! Throws it at kid. Yeah! This was what they gave you, wasn't it? Don't ask how I got this. The same bottle over there on your desk. Your good luck charm, right? Bacha!
I heard once. Cosmetics were once thought to ward off evil. This is a magic bottle. It has the power.
You got the touch. Anyway, of course it does. I'll just refrain from commenting any more on that one. I think I know who gave you that bottle, actually. The one who asked you to do this job. Was it this client?
Something
This
to
man.
note is it's impossible for you to have that vial if it was just a memory. So you're actually time traveling with evidence.
This is time travel! Because how do I have this bottle? And how do I know Kristoff did it? I would only know if it...
You never even met Chris.
Someone
only
probably
meet
made a whole
Kristoff
YouTube video
after
about
he's
this.
dead.
This man is a friend of mine. You know him? His name is Kristoff Gavin. He's a lawyer, actually.
I promised not to tell.
Too late. Your bear notebook is really cute, though. The client.
I'm sorry, I can't talk about the client, I promise. And if I break my promise, the spell won't work.
I don't need a name anymore. I've got my answer. You're pretty confident in this charm, then.
I think they might be the devil,
What?
or maybe an angel.
What do you mean?
I saw it, or I think I saw it, when they gave me this. I saw the devil's face.
Are you saying the client's face looked like the devil's?
No, the client was gentle with a gentle smile.
So where'd you see this devil, then?
It was so quick, I don't remember well. But that's when I knew that person wasn't like other people. That's why I believe in my good luck charm.
Probably the person that kidnapped her. Not sure what this devil she saw was, but it's pretty clear that Kristoff Gavin was her charmed. Well, I think that's all. I'll be leaving now. Hey, Misham, hope you don't die.
I'm sorry for what happened.
If you want to apologize, try my client, Zach Gramery.
Did I do something bad?
What makes you think that?
Your eyes, they're sad, very sad.
I'll put on my smile next time I come. Promise. I have to see you smile then, too, Vera.
Oh, okay.
Take care. Thinking back on my first encounter with the young forger, I witnessed something of a vital importance that day. Of course, by the time I realized it was already too late. Dun dun dun! Alright, last one in the 7 years. Well, actually, hold on. I probably have something, don't I? I don't. Okay.
Smooth.
Kristoff is probably the final boss. Someone has probably made a whole theory YouTube video that the last case of Apollo Justice is a whole time travel bit.
It really is straight up time travel.
I'm flying by the seat of my pants on this one. There must be a path leading from the evidence to the truth, and that's what I'm going to find. To ask someone to take a life, even one not long for this world, that's asking someone to commit murder. Yes, our mentor was fond of dramatic moves and dramatic finales, and he got his wish. His life was taken. What weakness could be so powerful as to coerce someone into committing murder? My guess it was a matter of life or death. Care to explain? Your troop lived in a world of showmanship. The flashier the better. And flashy so often means danger, doesn't it? Let us make this as painless as possible. If you have proof of this danger, then show it. Is it the transferal rights? Or is it the gun? I feel like I'm right with the gun, though.
Well, you can save and see.
I can't save right now. Well, I'll save real quick. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Ayo, hold up. A mystery across time. This is time travel! Anyway. yeets tomahawk at glass. I did know about the Cyclops on Kristoff, though. I was spoiled that. I didn't know where that would come from, though. Oh, damn, alright. Why, that's one of ours. Specially designed for your show, I gather. A single bullet, one shot. What are you suggesting? We are magicians, Mr. Reich. No, not murderers. I'm not crying murder, Mr. Valen. I'm crying something far more tragic. An accident. Zack and Valen's quick draw, shoot 'em. How long has it been since those shots were last heard? Was the shoot 'em cancelled because someone might get hurt? Of course. What other reason would there be? Well, it could have been cancelled because someone was already been hurt! Fascinating, my Faustian forging friend. But tell me, what can you prove with a single pistol? Well, tell me what would have happened if there had been a Tell me what would have happened if there had been an accident. What if one of your bullets took a life on stage? The performance of magic is not concerned with what-ifs. It is concerned with precision. Precisely whom do you claim we shot? A life was sacrificed so that the show must go on, and this show... Oh, wait. Wait, what?
It's Thalassa.
Yeah, I can't show the people, though, so should I just show the stamp?
You try.
Damn it. Yeah? Does it excite you to know that you stand on a critical moment of your quest? Yeah, it does, sort of. And you'll never make it on stage. You're not fit to be a magician. Give it up! Haven't actually been considered. I'm sure you'll find something else. Who the bullet hit. And this oh, wait, is it the crime scene? Wait, show to... Is it the... My brain hurt. Daughter Trucy. No. Can I X out now? Can I leave?
Yeah, you can.
Alright. I probably don't have any evidence right now. Please stop pointing that at me. Who am I? Okay, I can still talk to him. Okay, good. I was scared for a second. Anyway, hey. I probably have your secret or something. You only have 3 locks. I have to know more about this power of Trucy's. It's like she could see right into people's minds. The first time I saw her do it, it blew mine.
Oh! Trucy's locket!
Oh, was for the last thing?
Yeah.
Shit, okay. Alright, let's ignore this real quick. Everyone look away! Althea is officially missing, correct? And I think I know why you don't want to talk about her. Not yet! We just got mildly spoiled, don't worry, guys. Shh. No one saw it. Alright, back to the past real quick. Be right back. Woo! Hey, what's up? Anyway. Ah, what? I have to do the lock. Oh my god, this is stupid.
Yeah.
I was right about the gun, though. But that's Zach Gramarie's wife and Trucy's mother. Thalassa, I believe, was her name. How can you say this? How can you say she was struck by one of our bullets? Still in denial mode, eh? But Thalassa was at the greatest risk of being shot, and this clearly shows just how much danger she was in. Was it referral rates?
Yep.
Envy you, it appears you have chosen professions far more lenient than mine.
Pistol or commander? Wait, wrong one.
Yeah. Key, I can see I know her name affects him, but it's just the name isn't enough. I need to recreate that day in his... where she stood.
Bam. On the ground. Jump, 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 moving all around. Da, 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 da.
Troop Grammary's performance were very, very popular. So popular that he even made a commemorative stamp at the height of your fame. We're not merely the latest craze. We were an age, a golden age. It's all here on this stamp. Ta-da! There's Thalassa, yeah? Ugh. Tracy's mother is missing, I hear. What happened to her? I don't know. A part of his memory is still locked up. There is one thing you're failing to address. What's that? As you say, our troop was a world unto itself. If our leader, Magnify, was so inclined, he could hide anything that he wished with ease. But Mr. Wright, then he would have hit a crime, making him an accomplice. Not a great foundation of blackmail. Alan's got a point. If one of the troop members died in an accident and Magnify covered it up, his innocence would come into question. Found the right address, Mr. Wright? So close, there has to be something! But how Thalassa's death could affect Zack and Valen's relationship with Magnify. You still have something to say? How could you possibly prove more than you already have? I'll prove why Thalassa's accident tied your hands with... It's with a person. I'm starting to cry a little. Internally. It's gonna take a little knowledge of the players to crack this one. Ignore that Xbox sound. The accidental death of Zack's wife tied both your hands. And this information is...
It's Thalassa.
Oh, shit. Cool. Don't worry, it's the last block. I'll get my lives back.
Most of it.
Wait, what do you mean most of it? I thought you get a full bars after.
Nope.
It's all about the people. Who was with a person? It wasn't a question of who shot Thalassa. Thalassa herself was the problem. What do you mean? She was Zack Gremory's wife, Tracy's mom, and Magnify Gremory's only daughter. There was a terrible accident, and the two of you killed your mentor's only daughter. That wasn't the key to Magnify's power over you. I don't know what was. It was an accident! They let you keep the rabbits? And the doves?
Well, they say stop crapping out doves. Well, at least it's only
There's no
crapping
proof.
out
None
doves.
at all! But Thalassa went missing, and your mentor blackmailed both of his disciples. Doesn't take a genius to put one and one together. Ours was a complex family. You mean Troop Grammary? The master, Magnify Grammary, his only daughter, and his two disciples. So those two weren't... I would assume they are actual brothers, but they're not related to Magnify. That does sound like a recipe for disaster, doesn't it? Do not be tempted into faulty flights of fancy. Yet there was an accident. That all it was. An accident. Zack and Valence tour de foire. And the guns ablaze, the bullets fly straight towards the beautiful body on stage. And crash, zing, pow into everything but her. Now that is magic. It happened one day when we were practicing. Same trick with a new twist. And tragedy. Bang! But as for whose bullet stole Thalassa's life, we shall never know the answer. Thalassa disappeared from our lives, and Zack was bereaved, with his wife. Trucy lost her mother, and Magnify his daughter. And that led to blackmail, I take it. It's all part and parcel of the darkness that comes when the curtains fall. Why did Magnify Gremory try to cover up the accident? It was his own daughter who died. All I can say is, it was a critical time for Troop Gremory. A passing of the torch from Magnify to Zack and Valen. We all sacrificed so that it might be a success. Thalassa's death was the greatest sacrifice of all. Yet, even when her life was extinguished, her presence was not. What do you mean? In time, we, myself, and Zack found we could no longer oppose Magnify's wishes. Magnify forced us to perform his art for his benefit. I see. Guess I can understand. I mean, he did lose his only daughter. But do you not find cowardice in his actions? Huh? To decide to hide the truth of our own daughter's death is one thing, but then to hang that death as a guillotine above our heads. Things are dark behind the scenes in Troop Gremory, that's for sure. Does Trucy know? She was not told, naturally. Who would have known that their father might have taken their mother's life? True. I had not thought of that accident for a very long time. I'm sorry to dredge up old memories, but this has helped a lot. Not to find Magnify's slayer, I should think. True. After that accident, there was one who came sniffing quite persistently. A reporter? He called himself a newsman at the time. Often I spied him lurking about the dressing room during his research. Do you happen to remember his name? What was his name? Sorry, I'd forgotten. But in the course of his interviewing, he became quite close to my partner, Zack. I liked him not. You see, his name I do not recall, but his scent, the cloying aroma of mint. Yes, whenever he smiled, which was far too often. You see, thanks for your help. It does no good to interfere with the past, Mr. Wright. You will not uncover answers, only wounds. I'm sorry. I began to notice a dark curtain hanging over Troop Gremory, and I began to realize what I had to do. I had to protect Trucy from that darkness. The reporter he mentioned, the newsman. I never learned who that was at the time. Though I've gotten a pretty good idea who it is now. That smile and that sickly sweet smell of mint. The last floss thin thread connecting Zack Gremory to this world. This goddamn reporter. Sooner or later, I have to track him down. "7 years ago has been completed." Ah! 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 Okay. I feel like we need to end it here. We're going on for way too long. This is Secrets and Saccharits. This is not the end of Turnabout Succession, I don't think. Probably not.
No.
Nope.
No.
You also got the trial after this.
There's a
After
trial.
you finish this.
Yes, I will save again.
Yes.
My cat just snored.
Technically, this time travel incident is basically A2.
Alright, I'm glad I labeled this as part 2 then, because they're gonna keep going. Alright, though. Thank you all. Thank you, Miggles, and Razid,
Up and out.
for voicing characters, even if I was talking to myself sometimes. That's okay. Woo! Twists and turns, secrets and secrets, I'm excited. Just to let everyone know, if this goes on till, in 3 weeks, when we probably start the next game, I'm going to be on vacation during spring break. So I'm sorry, no days long streaming like Amori. Oops. But I hope you guys enjoy, and hopefully we will be back next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye.
See you next 30 times.